Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia. Come to help the Muslims see for themselves and decide, as I have been coming and again. So, from my previous live stream, I started right in the middle and by the end about this helping the Shia. So, I felt that I have to do another live stream starting from here now. So, my previous live stream was I failed, how I failed miserably, and as a human activist also failed. What was the? I can't, let me see. Checking from the device. So let's hope you're calm here, feeling calm. Right to see this that I saw a long time ago. I'm trying to search for previous live stream. The title is Miserably Failed. Topic title: Miserably Failed and Human Incapacitated Human and Incapacitated Human Activists. Okay, miserably failed and incapacitated human activists. Activists, I have to change this. And help for Shia. So I had it added after the live stream this part and help for Shias. You can see this from here. So I'm starting where I started right at the middle end on this. Having failed as an activist, human activist, and to help human beings, couldn't become a healer, distance healer, so failed miserably as a human to help my fellow human beings serve them as they needed to be served for their well being. And now here, so another session on this. If you're bored, you can leave. If not, thank you for being here. And those who would come later too, thank you for your time and attention. My live streams are long, and so I really appreciate it if you're going to be here. So this was long time ago, and again I'm doing this on these ayats, right? What I saw from my Shia tafsirs and all, and so that just confirmed that this is a false religion, and what the Shias say also about this. Shias have made this religion into a very beautiful religion, like the Prophet Muhammad were never the aggressor. Imam Ali was never the aggressor. And Islam is not about aggression, but about self-defense, defending our religion, defending our lives, and all this. Right? But what I saw in this ayat, for example, in Surah 9, ayat 120, so this is for the people of Medina and the Bedouins of the neighborhood who remained behind Allah's messenger and didn't prefer his life to their life. Just and just giving you the gist about this ayat. And that's because they don't suffer thirst or this, that, but nor do they take any step. Okay, they don't suffer thirst, hunger, and all, right, for the sake of Allah or for the cause of Allah, nor do they take this part, nor do they take any steps or step to raise the anger of disbelievers, nor inflict any injury upon an enemy. I think my neighbors are Shias. No, they're not seem like they're Christians. So the work has started in the evening. Okay, no, maybe in the kitchen they have to make some juices or something. Okay, so nor did they take any step to raise the anger of disbelievers, nor inflict any injury upon an enemy. These are the people of Medina and the Bedouins of the neighborhood, right? So Allah hasn't told the believers. Allah is saying against them. Although this part, but it's written to their credit as a deed of righteousness. So there's some mistake here in the Quran ayat, right? Or I can't see it. Do you see it? So I was kind of confused. I think I can see it. I think I read English. I'm not so bad at English comprehension. Oh, but okay, they put a comma. They've put a full stop here also. That's because they suffer neither thirst, and some have put a full stop after this, like here, on lives. They don't prefer their own lives to this life. So what is this? But it's written to the credit as a deed of righteousness. However, uh, then I had to go to the Ibn Khatir tafsir, word by word, phrase, ayat by like parts of the ayat on parts of. So this is Ibn Kathir's translation of this ayat. They did, nor did they take any step to raise the anger. Who? It's them, right? Or is it the believers? So you see how like ambiguity here. So I had to read Ibn Kathir's. Even the translation was not enough. Reading that, who are these people? The Shia tafsir on this didn't help me in multilingual Quran. I had to go to a tafsir that the Sunnis take, and Ibn Khatir's tafsir helped me understand, or the other Sunni tafsirs to understand what this ayat is. So this is that neither do they take steps to raise the anger of disbelievers, nor inflict any injury upon an enemy against the people of Medina and the Baduans of the neighborhood, who remain behind and prefer their lives over the lives of Allah's Messenger, right? You see this? So let's take a, like, however, you might want to calm down and look at this, Shias. And please, so I'm not, like, just don't see, you might want to blame me for misinterpreting this ayat. So I opened the tafsir on this, I went to this website, Sunni website, right? You can see. Oh God, no, on this also. So again, starting okay from Surah Toba at 120, Tafsir. Al no, sorry, this is not Al Islam. This is myislam.org. So a good, but here's a comma. A good deed is recorded in their favor. Where whenever anything of this comes to pass. So does this mean okay, Maududi's tafsir is not there? So this Ibn Kathir. We find rewards of jihad. Allah, the exalted and most honored, criticizes the people of Al Madinah and the Bedouins around it who did not participate in the battle of Tabuk with the Messenger of Allah. They sought to preserve themselves rather than comfort the Messenger during the hardship that he suffered in that battle. Was there a battle of Tabuk? They incurred a loss in their share of the reward, since they suffer neither thirst, nor fatigue, nor hunger, nor they take any step to raise the anger of disbelievers. Ibn Kathir puts more on this by strategies of war that would terrify their enemy, right? Adds more to the ayat, part of this ayat. Nor inflict a defeat on the enemy, but is written to their credit as compensation for these steps that they are not under that are not under the control. Now Maududi is adding to it. Oh, sorry, Ibn Qatir, not Maududi. Sorry. So, so I'll make these mistakes. I apologize. Please bear with me if you can. Thank you so much. Hmm? What is this? But it's written to the credit. So if they take steps like these, it would be written. So they have to change it a little bit, don't they? It's part of the ayat. Ibn Kathir has changed it. Surely Allah wastes not the reward of the doers of good, this brackets, but is written to the credit. Oh, so if you do this kind of a thing, but see how Allah has put it in the side. So they have to explain it, put in brackets, but it's written to their credit. This is what Allah's as compensation for these. The thing that is put in brackets is actually like Allah rewards them. It's actually the part of the ayat meaning of the part of the ayat. So while explaining this and showing this, if I make mistakes, but I'm sure I'm not making too like I'm not going misinterpreting the ayat or deceiving you in any way, right? But see, surely Allah wastes not the reward of the doers of good, Allah said. So since I found this ayat long time ago, I've been confused about this ayat. But then I was sure about this part, right? I became recently sure about this part. They, who are the they who do not take steps to raise the anger of disbelievers? These are the people of Medina and the Baduans of the neighborhood, and nor inflict any injury. You say while in battle, they should. They don't even in battle. Maybe if you say while in battle, these people of Medina and the Baduans of the neighborhood don't even inflict upon an enemy any harm, injury. Can you believe that? And so, but is written to their credit. Oh, so if you do all these things, then that would be written in your credit. Believe us. Uh, Something about this ayat, I have a cognitive dissonance. So, but at least I'm right about this, right? That this part. Nor did they take any step to raise the anger of disbelievers. But is written to the credit. Let me see again. Okay, at least I'm right that they don't take any step to raise the anger of disbelievers. The people of Medina and the Baduans of the neighborhood who remain behind Allah's messenger. Okay? So it criticizes. But yet Allah says, anyways, they don't take any step to raise the anger of disbelievers. At least understand this part. Now that I've understood after how many years? When did I come here for this ayat, right? Not taking the tafsir of Ibn Kathir. So you see, Shias does mean that Prophet Muhammad's Allah didn't allow him to be the starter of war or the first aggressor. You get it? You have to. So provoking raising the anger of the believers, injuring the enemy, that the Baduans, the Medinan people didn't do. These people. Oh, so what does this mean? Not when all avenues of peace are closed, then fight, right, against the enemy who is ready to give you a battle. No, right? So this, you get this? Then we went, so I came to also showing you in Surah Tawbah at 48 over that man says, please leave me alone. Like it could be in the battle or it could be like, I don't want to be a Muslim. This is not Surah Tawbah at 48. What was the ayat? So I showed you that also while doing this Surah 9 ayat 120. And then you see the ambiguity of Allah and what kind of a thing is this? And then I showed you like I saw the ambiguity of Allah in this, right? So Surah Anfal ayats, okay. Then I showed you that in Surah Anfal ayats, oh, this is Surah Anfal ayats. Look, that the Prophet is actually um, attacking the Quraysh, like Abu Sufyan's caravan and all, of, full of goods, right? Through your own. See. So on this, then I went to Surah Anfal ayat 5. Even as your Lord caused you to go forth from your house with the truth, though a party of the believers are surely averse. So the Holy Prophet learned that the caravan of the Quraysh, why would he learn this? What was this caravan of the Quraysh laden with merchandise doing to the Muslims or to the Holy Prophet or against Islam? Nothing. So the Holy Prophet learned that a caravan of the Quraysh laden with merchandise under Abu Sufyan was coming from Syria. Full stop. Do you see the full stop there? Then it goes on, your tafsir. Abu Sufyan sent a message to Abu Jahl that the Muslims were planning to attack his caravan in order to seize the merchandise he was bringing from Syria. The holy, now, right? So now your tafsir has gone from the Holy Prophet learning that a caravan of the Quraysh laden with merchandise, this must be very important for him. That's why he learned this. And he sent his Muslims to attack that. And now it goes to the Muslims who are planning. This is how you've put history against Abu Sufyan, the polytheist, right? So what are you escaping? What are you evading, Shias? Off and then put on the AC. Oh. Again, you see what I've seen this like even Allah does this, right? Surah Nura, believers, and then believers again are divided about the hypocrites. Surah where? Surah Nisa, they did not emigrate. So the believers were divided about the hypocrites. And here also we see that the believers were didn't want to fight. They disputed with you, with Prophet Muhammad about the truth after it had become clear. So of course, in these believers, the group of these believers, party of believers, Imam Ali is not present here, definitely for the Shias, right? This also. Understand? Am I going too fast about this? So you see what happens is, I hope I'm not going too fast. See, what's happened here? What are you evading to say? And you've jumped to Muslims were planning to attack his caravan, but by the order of the Holy Prophet, right? Who learned, who learned that a caravan of the Quraysh laden with merchandise, but you're not saying that by the order of the Holy Prophet. This is your own tafsir, Shias, under Surah 8, Ayat 5. I saw that. So it's what the Sunnis believe, right? They don't deny this. And they say it is right for Prophet Muhammad to do this. And they say it directly, at least in this Battle of Badr, wherever this history has come from about the Battle of Badr. Muhammad took keen interest in capturing Meccan caravans after his migration to Medina, seeing it as repayment for his people whose belongings were confiscated. They had to leave Makkah, their city of birth, where they were living, their city, right? The Muhajirs now, Muslim. Yeah, Muhajirun. So say it. Say that seeing it as a repayment, it was just, fair, and square. A few, like they have said it here in Wikipedia. But you didn't tell us this. Shias, we didn't ever learn about this history. Oh, Muhammad was saying that capturing Meccan caravans of goods, carrying goods, after his migration to Medina, seeing it as a repayment for his people, the Muhajirun, who left Makkah, who were forced to leave Makkah. And those who didn't would be killed, except if they have taken refuge with the ones you have treaty with and this, and if they don't fight you, don't fight them. If they want peace, then want peace. Surah Nisa, right? Seeing it as a repayment for his people, the Muhajirin. Now, a few days before the battle, when he learned, now this is before the first battle that the Muslims have had with the polytheists of Makkah, Makkan polytheists, pagan Quraysh. Although Muhammad was from Quraysh too, but he was from the Hashemites. Okay, so days before the battle, a few days before the Battle of Badr, when he learnt of a Makkan caravan returning from the Levant, led by Abu Sufyan ibn Harb, Muhammad gathered a small expeditionary force to capture it. Huh? So at least the Sunnis are, or whoever has read, the Muslims, non-Shia, writ quite directly. Abu Sufyan, learning of the Muslim plan to ambush his caravan, changed course and took a longer route away. Allah, Allah, this Abu Sufyan and the house of Abu Sufyan and Lanat Allah and the house of Mawiyah and the house of Yazid. What is this? Yes. Recently, I've seen Abdullah Hashim saying that. The Mahdi that has appeared, the riser. Oh, so I'm kind of confused. But anyways, thank you for the one who tried to clarify about Abdullah Hashim. So now it's so please say it in your say it this like this clearly. Although for the Sunnis, even the Quran, Allah is ambiguous. Look at his ambiguity, but they at least say it directly, right? You can't say it directly. So now who are you putting the blame on here? The Muslims, but you know very well by the order of Prophet Muhammad. And then say, yes, yes, okay. So you Allah, the judge, Allah has decided that this is how they should take revenge or justice for being exiled, um, for having their property, houses confiscated and thrown out of their city, Makkah, these Muslims. Okay, you get it? Now, is that a correction or is that fair and square justice? And moreover, Allah will provide for you. Now, when you know the Quraysh were very rich idol worshippers, we were told they used to also have trade spices and all this, and trade their have gods coming and from everywhere, you know. So they used to trade their gods and sell their gods and all, and buy selling of the gods idols. So they were very, very rich. And now God is telling them in some ayat I can't find in Surah, in what surah in the Quran, that don't worry about poverty now. God will provide for you. Right? I can't find that ayat. I wonder. I wonder if it's in Surah 9. Okay. But I can't find it recently, although it's very important for this. Excuse me. So now, so this, now what? So is this fair? But don't say that Ali, Prophet Muhammad and Imam Ali were not aggressive, and this religion is when all avenues of peace are closed. Then the battle, in the battle, not go and assault them and wherever you find them. And then I have to explain to you Surah 33, ayat 60 to 61 from your own commentary, which doesn't like the Sunnis, some of the Sunnis believe that it's for those women who are assaulted, molested, that, go and find them and kill them, capture them, kill them. You see? So that I had to explain to you because Shia commentary doesn't say that. Like it's a continuation from Surah 33 ayat 59, Surah 60 and Surah 61. Okay? It's just to get these hypocrites and those in whose hearts is a disease and those rumor mongers in Medina. Allah says, I will incite you against them, arouse you, and they will not remain your neighbors. So accursed wherever they are found. Now starts Surah 33 ayat 61. Accursed wherever they are found, seized, captured, seized, and massacred with a complete massacring. Something like this, right? In Arabic. Now, can you at least see here? Very easy. Now I'm showing you. Oh, yes, yes. Here it says Surah 8 at 29. And remember, Muhammad, when those who disbelieve plotted against you to restrain you or kill you or evict you from Makkah, meaning, but they plan, and Allah plans, and Allah's plan is the best. Meaning, what else is there? And when our verses are recited, they say we have heard, and they're ridiculous. These are ancient. These are just stories. Oh, you believe if you fear Allah, we will grant you criteria, remove your evil. All evil will be removed if you believe. And forgive you also. God knows what on what. When evil is removed, sins are removed, then what forgiveness? Anyway, and for Allah is the Lord of grace and abound. Fazl Azim. Al Fadl. Fadl al Azim. Whoa. And you see what kind of. So let's go back to this Shia commentary. Multilingual Quran. How nice. So see how you have evaded, but your Allah also evades and ambiguity is there. So you can't say directly Shias. Uh, the Holy Prophet ordered learning that a caravan of the Quraysh laden with merchandise under Abu Sufyan was coming from Syria. Abu Sufyan sent a message being tired of this, maybe attacks prior to this also, that the Muslims are planning to attack his caravan. Now, how you put it? Put it that the Holy Prophet ordered these Muslims to plan the attack on Abu Sufyan's merchandise laden caravan. Right? The Holy Prophet, as guided by Allah, decided to leave the caravan and march out boldly against the well armed and well equipped Quraysh army coming from Makkah under the command of Abu Jahl in order to destroy the Muslims. In order to destroy the Muslims. Or is it to prevent the Muslims from attacking all the time? How many times? But this time attacking Abu Sufyan's caravan of goods. Hmm? Now look what you've put here. You jump to destroy the Muslims. Just because they were Muslims or they were attacking? By the order of Prophet Muhammad and Allah. These. Now Allah Himself goes and puts the blame on the Muslims that you wanted this, but by whose orders? See, now in Surah 8, ayat, same Surah ayat 6, they disputed with you about no, this is about the truth. Surah 8, ayat 7, look, now your own Allah goes saying, and when, blaming these Muslims. Huh? And when Allah promised you one of the two parties that it shall be yours, and you love that, the one not armed. Of course, Prophet Muhammad is not in this group of believers, the ones who loved to have the one unarmed, right? And so the one not armed should be yours. And Imam Ali is also not in this part. And Allah desired to manifest the truth. What? I couldn't, like, I don't understand, sorry, of what was true by his words, and now to cut off the root of the unbelievers. Hmm. So attack their caravans full of goods. Then Allah wants telling the Muslims, why are you attacking them? You want those ones, those caravans, or what? You want to attack those caravan. You don't want to fight the armed one, the one that is guarded. Armed should be yours. The one that's armed should be yours. What is this? Let me tell you. It does make sense to me. So what makes sense? Against Islam altogether, Shia Islam, the aggressor. And what is this Allah? Allah desired, now Allah is desiring to manifest the truth, and cut off the roots. So cut off the roots of the disbelievers. Okay, here it says, for Shia side that guarded by only 40 unarmed men. Some of the companions desired, now you see, to give the bad name to these believers. Some party, right? Like in Surah Nur. And Imam Ali is definitely not in this party of the believers. So, your commentators also say some of the companions desired what Allah is saying. Companions of Prophet Muhammad desired to capture the caravan with merchandise guarded by only 40 unarmed men. Guarded by only 40 unarmed men instead of confronting the strong army of 1,000 fully equipped warriors. Now Allah is telling them, no, you forget this unarmed men merchandise caravan full of goods guarded by. You go and fight these, right? 10,000 fully equipped warriors. Excuse me, Shias, look. They have been going for these caravans unarmed. Can you see this? Can you read this? The Holy Prophet learned that a caravan of, and why were the 10,000 army Quraysh came? Abu Sufyan sent a message that these Muslims, of course, on the order of the Holy Prophet, were planning to attack his caravan in order to seize the merchandise he was bringing from Syria. And what do we find clearly from the Sunni side? That yes, Wikipedia, right? That this is what was happening. Muhammad took keen interest in capturing Meccan caravans. So directly, I see it. Yes, they've told me. After his migration to Medina, seeing it as repayment for his people, the Muhajirun, right? Those who emigrated with him to Medina. They were exiled or they couldn't stay there, something, and the belongings and the homes were taken away from them. So they had to leave their homes to Medina. I understand all that, but now the attack on caravans is there, right? What is your Allah doing? Even forget your okay, but so what is he telling you, Shias? And what are you telling me? Oh God. Abu Sufyan sent a, so they were already being attacked. So of course the Quraysh are going to send 10,000 because Abu Sufyan told Abu Jahal that they're planning again, maybe, like they were planning. Even in the Sunni, they were attacking. So that's why the 10,000 army came from the Quraysh, Makkah army. Abu Jahl sent to protect just the merchandise caravan of Abu Sufyan. And you're saying to destroy the Muslims, kill the Muslims. What is this? But right? And your Allah then has said here in Surah 8 at 70, and when Allah promised you one of the two parties, but what are you saying here? And your Allah is ambiguity, you ambiguous. What are you trying to say here? Who's wrong? Who's right? That he may manifest the truth of what was true. Let's go to Surah 8 ayat 8. that he may manifest the truth of what was true and show the falsehood of what was falsehood, though the guilty dislike. Ah, guilty. Who is the guilty party? Who is the mujrim? Who is the criminal? You not get it? Maybe I failed to explain it. I know. Oh, so you see, they had now Allah tells them, no, no, don't go. Muslims, you're going for that. But they were going for it with the order of Prophet Muhammad. By Prophet, Holy Prophet order, they were attacking these caravans of goods, having goods, right? Merchandise caravans, they were attacking. Muslims were planning to attack Abu Sufyan, his caravan, in order to seize the merchandise he was bringing from Syria. Are you telling me that, and the Holy Prophet, as guided by Allah, decided to leave the caravan? Please tell me, which caravan did he leave? Ah, now here else I caught you. So do not be quick in reciting the Quran. Allah tells Prophet Muhammad, right, in that ayat. Oh, he's telling his ummah. Forget, Allah never tells his Prophet Muhammad. Only in Surah Tarim he's told him, and not the ummah. Oh, Prophet, why do you prohibit yourself? Now you can't stray away from that and tell me that he's communicating to the Ummah of Prophet Muhammad and saying, why do you, through the Holy Prophet, why do you, O Ummah, O believers of Prophet, of Allah, O believers, why do you prohibit what Allah has made lawful for you, seeking to please your wives? Like in Surah Ahzab you have done in your commentaries. He doesn't fear the people. Actually, Allah is just telling them that this, that. So I found, you see, this, a detective and investigator. Mujrim kaun hai? Who's the killer? Who's the aggressor? We know. I found out. So this is the way I did my research. And I'm just showing you, and it boiled my blood, boiled my blood. And I was coming here trying to, and then someone would come and say, "You don't know Arabic. You are doing this. You're a Muslim." Telling me. It went on and on like that. Oh, you get angry, you raise your voice. Oh, you're bullying us. You're bullying me, I'm leaving. Of course I'm going, like, come on. Yeah, believe, what is this? So I was trying to show you that I have some, like for now, what is frustration? God forbid, if you, God forbid, like don't, Moulin Rouge, right? You feel weakened and you have chronic fatigue and you have this and you don't consider mitigating circumstances. Okay, I committed a murder, let's say. Oh, you murderer, you have committed murder. You're going to go on and on and on and on and on. And whenever you see anger in me, you'll keep, yeah, are you going to murder me? You see, yes, you've murdered before. You are the murderer. But the court saw the mitigating circumstances, and then I got like maybe, less than what a murderer, what on a homicide case in Britain, let's say, would get. So they saw my mitigating circumstances, and they found out that something, I can't remember the cases I've read, in mitigating circumstances where your years punishment in jail are then decreased. You get a less penalty for murder. Huh? You see, you don't see my past, you don't see my mitigating circumstances. You come and you judge me as a judge without even thinking. So please be thoughtful. That's why I did that thoughtfulness too. Take time, be kind, and understanding. Give an understanding heart. Someone was telling you, yes, I get angry, this and that. Moulin Rouge, that man who was didn't have. He was physically handicapped, disabled. And I remember, I think I saw a part where he gets very frustrated and, destroys things. And he's sitting on his wheelchair. I couldn't find it again in the old Moulin Rouge. I had seen the movie Pirate in Karachi. We get pirate movies. Not original. I know it's terrible crime, but we used to on Rent and on this, pirate. Little corrupt people. So, I've also done some corruption in Karachi, living in Karachi. Pirate movies. All that money goes where? Oh, terrible. So, so this, right? Sorry, yeah, I feel I'm guilty. Okay, it's available to the middle class, gharib. They can 10 rupees. What if you for after a week or after 3 days you return? Then they charge you more. The shops who rented out these movies, Moulin Rouge, Rouge actually. It is. Okay, so now you see here again. Take a whatever makes you to calm down. I know you can't when I'm talking about this. I will. Sorry, I just calm down. Uh, Zara, I should tell myself also. The Holy Prophet learned that the I can't. It's so strange, funny. What have the Shias told us? Oh my God! And then then it's like, come on, Shias. I mean, I crack up here. I can't. What do you expect from me? So, do I sound like a narcissist or gaslighter? It's all your fault. This is another gaslighting. Okay, the whole but whose fault is it? Is it my fault? Let's go in a vicious circle. Huh? Whose fault is it? Tell me. Is it my fault? Is it your fault? It's Allah's fault. And the way it has come to you. So, Holy Allah, Prophet Allah, Muhammad, and Ali. See? Look, zoom it in. The Holy Prophet learned. So, sorry. So, he left the caravan. Where is it? Merchandise he was bringing from Syria. Have we learned from this Allah being ambiguous? When you want to evade something, so you have done it too. Don't blame the Sunnis only. So now, how could I blame the Sunnis, right? You see how you have written this history. If an honest solicitor who makes these cases, writes them down, makes these drafts and all, would give you what? Would be what a case, right? You've put forth against the polytheists, against Abu Jahl, against the Quraysh. Now the army coming, wanting to what? Also destroy, kill all the Muslims. Oh, come! In order to destroy all the Muslims in Medina, destroy the Muslims in. Look at the word also you've put. Destroy. Hmm? Is that come on? Be like be specific. Use the right word here. Oh, you're very eloquent. I know. You have Najul Balagha. You have peak of eloquence in Ali. And you yourselves are very eloquent. In order to destroy the Muslims in Medina, let's ask them what they wanted to do. Okay, now I can't ask them, right? Abu Sufyan, I can call it spirit and all this. But before doing that kind of spiritual stuff, let's look here what we have from your own tafsir and see under Abu Sufyan, the merchandise caravan. The Holy Prophet learned. Why did he learn this? What is so important for him to learn that a caravan of the Quraysh laden with merchandise under Abu Sufyan was coming from Syria? In another place, you would put the Holy Prophet then. What would you add? The Holy Prophet then ordered the Muslims. This is how you would should have put it. Muslims to attack Abu Sufyan's caravan. And why would you put it like this? Because it is like this. Because it is like this. That's why the Holy Prophet learned that this is why he had to learn that a caravan of the Quraysh laden with merchandise was coming. Why in the world would we learn about a caravan of? Hmm? And then we go to the Quraysh. So this definitely these, and moreover, what did I tell you? What have I been telling you? Surah Quraysh. That these ayats are from polytheists, some of them. Chori kiya hai, he's stolen and made it for himself, for the accustomed security of the Quraysh, right? Accustomed, yani it's a custom, like common law, coming from a custom, how they practiced, right? What they practice, so it's built. The law is built from there. It comes from there. It's created and built from there. Their custom, their accustomed security in the caravan of winter and summer. And this is on Quraysh, not even Hashemites, only Prophet Muhammad's clan, tribe, and sorry, I forget. So he came from Quraysh, but his clan, or from the tribe of Quraysh, and the clan is Hashemite, right? But look, this comes from the Quraysh because it says Quraysh in the ayat for the familiarity of the Quraysh, not Hashemite clan of Prophet Muhammad from the tribe of Quraysh. Then the accustomed security in the caravan of winter and summer. Then I saw that, who is the attacker, and then I realized that maybe, from Surah Tawbah, I realized also that they're not really that. So this is a disassociation of Allah and the Messenger of Allah from the polytheists. They didn't break treaties. Abu Sufyan did go up. When he was away, someone had they could have been. So they're doing this, and you're saying this is okay, but you can't even say it. Shias, you can't even say it directly. So, you know, and then in Surah Tawbah, I saw that against disbelievers, the ayats, Surah Tawbah at 120, and other ayats, and other ayats in other surahs against disbelievers. And so there is compulsion. There is this threat. Threats are there, forced to become Muslims. And the polytheists are finished. They're ninjas. They give water to the pilgrims. No, 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 no. Allah says no. How come they're giving water to the pilgrim and they have not made it equal to believing in Allah and the last day and all this and struggle in the way of Allah? So that taking that ayat, I saw that this Allah was in the wrong, not the polytheists. I'm not saying polytheism is right, but I'm just saying here this Allah is wrong. This one Allah, right? So I saw many things like this against Shia Islam also, not only Sunni Islam, not only. I'm stressing upon this, right? You see it. Any Shia who wants to say, no, 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 I'm wrong and I'm a liar, then you have not been thoughtful. You see, which Shia really cared to do such kind of a research like I've done and shown and have been showing you? Cared against yourselves, against your parents. So what my parents believed in, my parents were Shia and I have to be a Shia and Imam Hussain and this. No, I had to keep everything aside. Even though we were told this is how the Shia religious scholars becoming Shia religious scholars first started doing research, neutral, not with Prophet Muhammad, not with Ahlul Bayt, not with the Sahabas, nothing neutral. So this is how I came, learning with, having such respect for your religion, my religious scholars, former Shia. Now, which religious scholar, Shia religious scholar, would come here and object to this? Forget these Taimur and these Kachras like Saklena. Sorry, I have to say they're garbage. Coming here to say I'm a liar and all this. Come on, eminent, dignified, with integrity. Those religious scholars, Shia religious scholars, who have claimed that they're classical past religious scholars did their research like this, not being on the side of Prophet Muhammad, not being on the side of anyone, and just doing the research scientifically and neutrally, unbiased, unprejudiced. This is how we did our research. And we found Prophet Muhammad and Ahlul Bayt being true against even some of the Sahabas, where you can show the ayats to the Sunnis, believers. Surah Nur ayat, here they are after this caravan, but who made them like this? Who made them like this? So it's very difficult. Let me look. And so, Muhammad, let me see if I can articulate this more. So, Muhammad left, decided to leave the caravan. So, Shia, Sunnis also see, aren't Prophet Muhammad is wanting to attack this caravan, which doesn't have a guard. It's unarmed, right? And they've been attacking these caravans of the Quraysh, and they're attacking this caravan also, right? You see it? It's in your history, Islamic history. So he left. Which caravan did he leave also? He decided to leave the caravan, this caravan, right? Which he ordered the Muslims, must have definitely ordered the Muslims to attack and take the merchandise. Attack Abu Sufyan. The caravan, in order to seize the merchandise he was bringing from Syria. So message was sent by Abu Sufyan to Abu Jahl that the Muslims were planning to attack his caravan. So which caravan did he leave? He didn't leave his own caravan. So the Holy Prophet, as guided by Allah, now look what a way to put, decided to leave the caravan. But he wanted to attack this caravan, right? Of Abu Sufyan, which was unarmed, right? Now why is Allah blaming the Muslims here? Party of Muslims. Or Muslims. And when Allah promised you one of the two parties, this is the ayat, two parties, that it shall be yours. And you loved that the one not armed should be yours. Now, who left the one and wanted to attack the one unarmed? The Holy Prophet. Unarmed caravan. Leave it. So he left. He decided to leave the caravan and go and march out boldly against the well-armed and well-equipped Quraysh army coming from Makkah under the command of Abu Jahl. Don't let me read the rest. No. In order to destroy the coming to destroy the Muslims, or they actually, now haven't you exaggerated here? But let's go back here. So he left, Holy Prophet left the caravan unarmed, that he wanted the Muslims to attack, that unarmed caravan of Abu Sufyan. So, and when Allah promised you one of the two parties, that it shall be yours, and you love that the one not armed should be yours, but your Prophet then also is telling his Muslims, so he loved, or that now you're blaming the Muslims only. Your Allah, Prophet Muhammad's Allah. Oh, please. Like, I'm not articulate. Please, you get it? So I found these discrepancies, these holes in your tafsirs and in Allah also, Allah's ayahs. Now, who is he blaming here? Why is he only blaming the Muslims and not Prophet Muhammad? Actually, with Prophet Muhammad's orders, the Muslims were attacking, and he was saying it's okay. We can read from the Sunni Wikipedia on Battle of Badr, or whoever has written this, very good. And I agree with that, right? So who made them into a habit? Who made them like the want to go for those caravans? And you love that not the one not armed. Now the one the caravan. Please say it Allah also. So Allah's ambiguity is telling you the Prophet's ambiguity. Prophet's Allah's ambiguity. This is not the true Allah. So now you can't say it directly and you can't get it directly. What I'm trying to tell you is that your Prophet, would it be right, even Sunni, taking the Sunni thing, is right to attack these because this your judge has decided now, let's say in Britain, oh, Europe, international uh, justice court, as the judges decided, okay, you go and you attack these when Allah can provide for you. And is this right internationally? Is this a law that if you're weak and okay, you were weak there in Makkah and they exiled you, they confiscated your belongings, they threw you out of your homes and your land and your city. Now, when you see their merchandise, you go and you attack them. This is how Allah provides for you. If you say this is fair, and I'm sorry, but the Sunnis are being very direct about this and saying this is what Holy Prophet believed, right? In Wikipedia, Battle of Badr, this is the first battle. Before the first battle of Badr, for the Muslims starting against the Baltis, Muhammad took keen interest in capturing Meccan caravans after his migration to Medina, seeing it as repayment for his people, the Muhajirun, whose houses and all were confiscated, were taken away, their belongings, and they had to leave Makkah, even perhaps without shoes on. Hmm. Running away, you would say. But is it fair that Muhammad saw it a repayment for his people by attacking, capturing Meccan caravans full of goods? Huh? And how many times, well, before coming to how many times, forget it. Do the Shias get this? Abu Sufyan learning of the Muslim plan, or now you also say Sunnis learning Prophet Muhammad's plan to ambush his caravan changed course and took a longer route away from Muhammad's base at Medina. He tried even that, yeah? So you can get it from in Urdu. I think you can get the whole series on this, how Jang-e Badr started from Ghalib Kamal on his website. So thank you for the help, Ghalib. Where help has come, I see, but not on my channel, but on his channel. So the base at Medina, he changed the route. But now maybe, when did he call Abu Jahal, and sent a messenger to Makkah asking for help. Okay, moreover, he had to. Amr ibn Hisham commented an army nearly 1,000 now strong, approaching Badr and encamping at the sand dune Al Udwatul Qaswa. Okay. Badr was the first large scale engagement between the Muslims and the Quraysh Makkans. First war. So, Abu Jahl, including and in the message, the Shahind wants to chew the liver of after killing the uncle of Prophet Muhammad, Hamza, get me his liver and chewing and all this. Oh, this is over exaggeration. Look at what the Muslims have done here. So you couldn't get anything more but to put this on Hind. Moreover, but you want to hide. You see, there's this person I have realized in my life, the one who gossips and spreads rumors against people. Maybe he's got this insecurity, wants to hide his own things, weaknesses, and all. Ab, you know, defects. And he wants to bring out the defects of others. Oh, look at this person. And oh, yeah, you know that person. So, gossip and rumors sometimes they're for this also. When a person is insecure and he wants to hide his defects, he brings out the defects and he blames others. And so he spreads rumors and gossips. So you see how far you can go also in lying and exaggerating and wanted to chew the liver. Bring me Hamza's liver now. After having shahadat him in the Battle of Badr. Hamza lost his life in the Battle of Badr. Ali leading, Hamza leading, and the third one was Sir Nabi. Seen. Wikipedia's given. But you see, not okay. I went a little further away. Can you see this? What is the problem here? Can you please see this? That it was Prophet Muhammad wanting to do this, so he would repayment is like punishing them for having exiled them, taken their homes, their belongings, the Muslims' belongings, and all. So then, what is wrong here? Should they do this, the Muslims? Attack the caravans full of goods, get back at them. Isn't this robbery? Isn't this like Robin Hood? If you've known, but isn't this the wrong way to do it? In my opinion, I think this is the wrong way. When Allah will provide for you, so you give it for that. But in the Quran, doesn't it say like only, okay, yeah, they exile, so you take. I think this is robbery, right? You've been wronged and you wronged them according to the way you have been wronged. But when you were weak, you'll say, the Muslims will say, when we were weak, they threw us out. We couldn't defend ourselves. But maybe they also threw, oh, wait, okay, so they threw you out, you were weak. But then see Surah Tawbah, it's like, could Prophet Muhammad have been harassing the polytheists, idol worshippers also, and he would not accept their religion and let them be in peace. Surah Nuh ayat, see, right, also? Like, I call them, and they say, don't hang on to your idols, Nasra gods, and all this, right? So, this also, have you considered all these points while making a decision? Is this right? Prophet Muhammad saying it's a repayment, but would even considering all the points that against polytheists and then finding the ayats against polytheists, unfair ayats, I've given that also, shown you how unfair they are. like giving water to the pilgrims. No, it's not the same. And even taking associates, so walis, they take Surah Zumar 3, and then showing you that associates with Allah on the same level as Allah. Surah Maida 55. And there's one, Rasul Kareem and Surah Taqweer ayat. So then the Shias go to Surah 3, so, sorry, Surah 7, ayat 33, and say association is allowed if authority is sent down. Sunnis say there's no authority sent down. Never does Allah send down authority, taking from other ayats maybe, or even you can take from Abraham's ayat that no authority has been sent down. How do you associate? That's not idol worshipping. They were idol worshippers Abraham's time, but it's on the point of association with Allah. Abraham says, Allah has not sent down authority that you associate with Allah, you become mushriks, not just idol worshippers. That's another thing. And there's another thing of attributing a thing to Allah, giving someone, So that's an attribute is different, association with Allah is different. I showed you this also. So considering all those also. But for now, this is very, very easy. Before having considered all those points, just see that your prophet has been the aggressor, right? Okay, he wasn't the first one, you would say. Maybe even, I wouldn't say, not, okay. Wait, how shall I say it? I'm a little down on this. I have been articulating this. So, the Holy Prophet, aggression first started by them, and now he left Medina, but now they're not giving him a war or anything, right? So, do you mean to say that if they stop giving you the war, like or fighting against you, don't fight them, but they have to put you in a position where you were before, like ask you to come back to Makkah, take your belongings, you know, and live in your houses. Then Prophet Muhammad would not, then this would not be, what do you call that the word? For Prophet Muhammad, this would not be just for Prophet Muhammad to do this, steal and plunder and rob their caravans, steal their goods and all, right? The unarmed ones, the unarmed ones is in Surah 8 at 7. This is what they wanted. And now you see, your doesn't even make sense. So anyway, so what would you say? Is it if the Quraysh pagans had asked Prophet Muhammad to come back and behave like come back, we'll give you your so is it on Islam that they just because they said they believed in Allah that they were exiled? Now ask yourself this also, right? Why were they why did the Quraysh even want to kill him? Maybe because okay, but I can't take this just from the Quran and just like that, right? Surah Anfal ayat 30, that, oh, you believe, which, and remember, O Muhammad, now it's Surah Anfal, the same ayat we're on, same surah we're on, but another ayat. And remember, O Muhammad, when those who disbelieved plotted against you to restrain you. Restrain you from what? To restrain you from conveying the message of Allah, or to restrain you from saying against their gods and their religions. The Quran is replete against associators. Allah will not forgive the associators. Think about it. Consider this point also. If this was a religion where, like Buddha comes up in Hind, as he did in India, and there were these idol worshippers, and Buddha came up with another thing, right? But he didn't stop the idol worshippers from worshipping. their idols. He just very peacefully did went on another path of enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. He got it, and he was teaching them what how you can get enlightenment, right? So what could it be? Do you see then against you to restrain you from what? Ambiguity of Allah. Now don't jump to assumptions. Now, see, I can't show you the tafsir here because you need to not jump to assumptions, and I think the tafsir has also jumped to assumptions. Restrain you from restrain Prophet Muhammad from spreading the message of Allah. And what is the message of Allah? Okay, let's say you say restraining Muhammad from spreading the message of Allah. Is it that for you, your religion, and for me, my religion, I do not follow what you follow, you do not follow what I follow? You do what you want to do? Does it say this, Surah Kafirun, if you give me the disbelievers? Surah on the disbelievers? So, is it like this? Tell me, is this the only ayat against disbelievers? Or there are other ayats like the mushrikins, mushrik, the ones who mushrik, yeah, polytheists? Are there other ayats against polytheists? And how strong are they against them? Like to stop you from from doing that, right? It's unforgivable sin, or it's unforgivable. It's unforgivable. Say, O disbelievers, okay, I do not worship what you worship, and these disbelievers, mushriks, polytheists are involved in this. Disbelievers included. I do not worship what you worship, nor are you worshippers of what I worship. I worship one God. Nor and I don't associate anyone with all these ayats are there. So I'm just adding it. Nor will I bringing it here. Nor will I be a worshipper of what you worship. Right? Okay. Nor will you be worshippers of what I worship. Huh. For you lakum dinakum waliya deen, right? Lakum dinakum waliya deen. For you, your religion, for me, my religion. So did Prophet Muhammad stop at this? Did his Allah stop at this? You can see in the Quran ayats are replete. When they're giving water, and how can they maintain Masjid al-Haram? Surah Tawbah ayat now. Water to the pilgrims. And also remember mushrik. Where shall I go? Water to the pilgrims. Okay, you'll say that Allah has said, you know, okay, associating partners with Allah is unforgivable sin. Okay? Surah Nisa ayats. But this doesn't mean that the polytheists were not allowed to practice their religion in Makkah. And Prophet Muhammad allowed them, okay, just take your idols away from the Kaaba because Ibrahim and Ismail made the Kaaba, and you make another temple, you've kept and practice your own religion in Makkah. Of course not. He was going to take them out anyways. Forget the breaking of treaties, and even those who haven't broken the treaties, that's another to kill them, and they were given some months. Maybe, have you ever thought that, considered not taking this at face value, the history and the Quran ayats, but seeping through it like I have, to consider that if they were given some months to leave, otherwise they'd be killed if they don't accept Islam, right? Then maybe the Quraysh also gave Prophet Muhammad this time to leave his city. And the Quraysh were from Makkah too. So it is their city. So one of them has to leave now. So if you're not going to allow them to practice their religion, which seems very, very likely that they weren't allowed. The Quraysh were not allowed to practice their religion. Moreover, Allah saying the clapping and whistling and the going naked. There's a no. Allah is not saying that, but there's a hadith that He tells. She tells Abu Bakr to go, and then He sends Imam Ali Surah Tawbah ayat. So Surah Tawbah ayat comes, and then He tells Imam Ali to go and stop Abu Bakr, go to Umrah or for Hajj or what. He's not going for Hajj because you know what, he's busy in Medina or what, or he doesn't want to see those naked polytheists going circumambulating the Kaaba. I don't want to see them naked. So they had to change their everything. This is what I saw. Raised a rhetorical question about the significance of serving water of pilgrims. Oh, overview, okay. Now Google search is also giving overview. Oh, this the AI overview. Surah Tawbah at 19. Have you polytheists of Makkah, meaning made the providing water for the pilgrim and the maintenance of Masjid al-Haram equal to one who believes in Allah and the last day and strives in the cause of Allah. They are not equal in the sight of Allah. Now you'll find another ayat in Surah Tawbah saying, but how can we take these polytheists? How can we accept? What is it? Because they don't respect kinship, neither do they keep treaties with you. Now that's just so superficial. That's not the only one and only reason. There are other reasons. Now, how can these maintain Masjid al-Haram? Because they keep it equal to the one who believes in Allah, the last day and strives in the cause of Allah. Do you see what I have seen long time ago against my own religion, Shias? It is not equal. They're giving water to the pilgrims. It's not equal. They're maintaining Masjid al-Haram. It's not equal. Believing in Allah. But they believe in Allah. Moreover, but not your Allah, your one Allah. And this Allah you have, it's Prophet Muhammad's Allah. Then can they live? So maybe they also, the Quraysh said, Muhammad, they went to Abu Talib, they complained that your nephew is not because maybe, spreading Islam, a new religion, or the Abrahamic religion, but that he's completely wanting us to leave our religion and accept this religion, his one Allah, the Abrahamic religion. When even the Jews haven't asked us to do this, the Christians are sitting nicely, peacefully. The Jews of Medina and around it are, and he's saying, no, no. Even to the Jews, the Christians, Allah is saying, I will obliterate face now, or curse you, or, you know, this, or what? Surah 4, ayat 47. What does this tell you? Many, many things, right? That, and one most important thing is that these polytheists will not, he doesn't want them to remain in Makkah practicing their religion, right? Moreover, are you going to tell me that the polytheists are the aggressors because they asked them, these Muslims, to leave and Prophet Muhammad and his people, his Muslims, to leave? They weren't leaving them. And look how the Quran has show you somewhere. So there's ambiguity, but I could see through it. I could see through the diabolical. I could see through the deception. Come on, Muslims weren't innocent, right? Associating partners with Allah is not allowed. So, are you saying that it is they were wrongfully exiled, or the according to them they may be rightfully exiled? If you say according to this Surah Tawbah ayat, they were rightfully asked to leave, be disassociated, the polytheists, leave Makkah, otherwise they will be killed, right? So then look at their side. How shall I bring it to you? This is a disassociation, right? Finally, it came freedom from obligation from Allah and His Messenger against the polytheists. And those with whom you made a covenant from the polytheists, mushrak, right? The polytheists. Finally, it came. So, in the beginning, the polytheists said, disassociate from this messenger. He doesn't allow us to practice our religion here in Makkah. So, finally, they were taken out of Makkah. And you're saying, so it is right. No, it isn't right. You see? So travel freely throughout the land, 4 months. But no, they were taken out of their homes, but you would say they were given like 4 months. 4 months to leave Makkah, their land that they have lived in, right? Abu Jahl, maybe even older than Prophet Muhammad. Now all his uncles, Prophet Muhammad's uncles, have passed away or what? Abbas, I don't know, Ibn Abbas, his son, uncle's son. I wonder if Abbas passed away during Prophet Muhammad's time. But you know, all the elderlies, the Quraysh elders who were born before Prophet Muhammad in Makkah, it's their land, but they're all of them, if they're alive, asked to leave their land, right? 4 months are given, yes. So what I'm trying to say that I can't say properly right now on this point, is it fair? Is it fair? He wants them to leave. So if they wanted them to leave and wanted to kill him or whatever is said, if they wanted to kill him, they would have killed him. Even in the Battle of Uhud, they didn't kill him. They won. The polytheists won. Abu Sufyan called from the hill, Umar bin Khattab, come here. Bear witness that we did not kill him. Even then he went on against them. And where were the angels and all this? The blame is put on those believers like Umar bin Khattab and all, your Allah's Prophet Muhammad's Sahabas, not Imam Ali, right? Confused. Allah blames them in the Quran ayat. You didn't believe enough. You scattered away. You didn't listen to the order of Prophet Muhammad properly. So this, but they could have killed him. Anyhow, you say that he was saved like Prophet Moses. Moses was saved and all this. Okay. But okay, but how many times shall I say okay on you and go with you? Sometimes, please see this, that it is totally against. So they have the right to ask them to leave because from all this, I realized that he was harassing them. He didn't want them to practice their religion. Now he's done the same thing in the end, exiling, saying leave or you will be killed, or there's no way. It's either the highway, leave your homes, or come and join Islam, otherwise you'll be killed. And what he did in Yathrib also. The same thing with these Jews, but in other ways brought in the ayats to you. He didn't, of course, his Allah would not want the Jews to remain there and practice their religion. So I did my own research neutrally, like I was told the Shias, religious scholars who have done this, started doing, and then became religious scholars and accepted this religion neutrally, fairly, squarely, and all this. Never, never. You see what I'm showing you? There's an so they now. What about throwing them out? On what pretext? Huh? And then Joe, oh, you know, at least look at this. They exiled. And remember Muhammad, when those who disbelieved, like the polytheists, plotted against you to restrain you or kill you or evict you from Makkah. Now, what you have done, your Allah and Prophet Muhammad, they've evicted the polytheists from their homes, but they plan and Allah's plan. So Allah came over them at the end and you say, we got victory. Polytheists were asked to leave their homes. That's, you see, my religion. If they were asked to stay there and practice their religion, then I would have believed in this. That's what I thought, Surah Tawbah, but before. But afterwards, when I closely examined Surah Tawbah ayats, I realized, oh my God, no, they would be killed. So on this also point, they would be killed, right? Even if they have not broken the treaty, if they don't leave in 4 months given to them, they will be killed. Their homes, their land, even the ones who have not broken the treaty. But the treaties are not dissolved with those pagans with whom you have entered into alliance and who have not subsequently failed you. Okay. In exception, it says in it, look. So here I can't just read one ayat. I have to read a few ayats from Surah Tawbah. This is so third ayat of Surah Tawbah. And an announcement from Allah and His Messenger to the people on the day of the great pilgrimage that Allah and His Messenger dissolve obligations, treaty, right, with the pagans. And if then you repent, it was best for you. Oh God, this is difficult English. So for you people, easy. This is a public proclamation by Allah and His Messenger to all people on the day of the great pilgrimage. Allah is free from all obligation to those who associate others with Allah. You see, if you had won, your winning would have been the Muslim winning, that you would have won like this, that the polytheists are allowed to remain in Makkah and you don't do the same thing they did to you in the beginning. Then that would have been a great victory for Allah and His Messenger and Islam, like the way we Shias know about this Islam, Imam Hussein and all, humanity first. This is no victory. That if they took you out from the homes, evicted you and all this, wanted to kill you, you go attacking their caravans, taking their goods. This is no, this is, it, what kind of religion is this? Then you're the same as those people, these people. And this is what you've done to them. Allah is free from all obligation to those who associate others with Allah. This is actually from the beginning, a messenger's thing was that Allah wants to be free from all obligations with by the the ones who are polytheists. Allah wants to be free from obligations to the polytheists, to those who associate others with Allah. Allah in His Maududi, Even in his divinity, what? You can go to Surah Takwir, ayat 19 and 20c. Who is the possessor of power with the owner of the throne secure? Of course, there are these people who have this, they possess power on the material, and Allah has used that word for them, strong men with power, quwwati. And it's not al-quwwati, but he is one with, he's Rasul Kareem, owner, possessor of power with the owner of the throne, meaning Allah, secure. Sure. And if there were many gods, they would fight to get to the Allah of the throne, Lord of the throne. Now, this one is secure with Allah, with the owner of the throne. He also possesses power and he has authority and he's obeyed on that level. Surah Takwir ayahs. Many, many such contradictions and unfairness against polytheists, associating others with Allah. So forget Maududi's his divinity. And so is his messenger. I have a strong case, Quran ayats proof that his messenger wanted this. And Allah and his messenger wanted this from the very beginning. That's why they took them out of Makkah. If you repent, it shall be for your own good. But if you turn away, then know well that you will not be able to frustrate Allah. So give glad tidings of a painful chastisement. Give glad tidings, how Allah puts it here, taunting them to those who disbelieve. To those disbelievers. Give glad tidings of a painful punishment. Excuse me. Accepted are those with whom you made a treaty among the polytheists. So I'm looking at, as a Shia, when I couldn't comprehend the ayat properly in English, wow, Allah, this is great. Exception is made here. And then they have not been deficient towards you in anything or supported anyone against you. So complete for them their treaty. I missed this part. I missed to understand. So my comprehension level was low at that time. As a Shia, when I came to this ayat, when I used to come to this ayat. So what does this mean now? So complete for them the treaty until their term, right, has ended. Then what? Then what? Then they fall into the category of those who you kill, polytheists, who have broken treaties with you. Indeed, Allah loves the righteous. And when the inviolable months have passed, then kill the polytheists, even these. Not dissolve with those pagans with whom you have entered into alliance. In exception to those who associate others with Allah, and it are those with whom you have made treaties and who have not violated their treaties, nor have backed up anyone against you. Fulfill your treaties with them till the end of their term. What does this mean? Surely Allah loves the pious. Wow, wow. What piety? Muttaqeen or salihin? Huh? Are you? Muttaqeen. Surely Allah loves hub. And then you muttaqeens, hub, from hub, hibbu. And you muttaqeens now can go and even kill them if they don't leave in these 4 sacred months given to them, have passed, and kill even these polities, meaning. You get it? Then kill the polities wherever you find them and capture them. Wherever you find them, kill them. So, with those who have, until the term has ended of the treaty, like 4 months given to them, maybe term ends for them, then when their term ends of the treaty, like they've put a term, even though they didn't break the treaty, so kill them when the term has ended. So fulfill your engagements with them to the end of their term. What does this mean? How ambiguous can Allah be? Don't tell me. You know what this means? And how has He put it? Come on, Allah, be direct. Don't be so ambiguous. And when, oh, al-muttaqeen, Allah loves you. Fulfill the term with them. And then when the inviolable months have passed, then kill the policies, meaning killing these also, which are given in Surah 4 ayat. Oh, Surah 9 ayat 4. Meaning kill them also. You get it? Don't be like me, Shia, who misread these ayats. And then you're going to come here. So who cares what you say now against me? Shias also? That's so dishonest. Killing the polytheists, like who is misinterpreting and misconceived or misrepresented or misunderstood these ayats? Am I the one or you are the one? How many times do I have to tell you? Go to Mr. J also and find out. But you won't, right? So I'm not going to shouldn't take a Christians. So these poor Christians, like Mr. J explained to us, look, and I went back to these ayats examining. Oh, thanks to Mr. J of P Fender channel. Oh, I was going to tell him, no, are you wrong about this? Maybe put a comment there. And then maybe do a live stream against Mr. J on Surah 9, Ayat 4 and 5. But I couldn't. How could I? I saw that he was right. Not even those who have broken a treaty with you, Muslims, but those who have kept a treaty and who have done nothing to harm you or aided anyone against you, meaning, right? Or put in this way, Allah. So fulfill your engagements with them to the end of their term. What does this mean? What about the other ayats in this Surah Tawbah? It's coming. Oops, I'm kind of thirsty. Water is not here. Some tea. Didn't keep my water here. Sorry. Okay. So fulfill your engagements with them to the end of their term. Hmm? Please learn. Even though Christians are a nuisance, right? But they're not going to. But they're right about this. They didn't lie. Mr. J didn't lie, and I can't say anything against him. I'm not like Sakla and Heather and Tamur. So please don't be like that, right? That you lie to make your religion true. What do you call such people? Liars, dishonest. So you're not here because your religion is true. You're just here for the ego, my religion, and this and that. Personal pronoun. You're not here for the truth. I shouldn't be repeat, but I have to just say, expose these Shias also. We have criminal, lousy liars who would defend their false religion even when proven false. So why would they do that, right? Even the religious scholars, Shia religious marja, should get up against these people and bring a punishment against them. Destroyed are the misinformers. But the Marjas first. Okay, so, but if the Marjas come here, they have to say, yes, yes, we accept what Sarah is saying, and then punish them. Now, if they accept what I'm saying, they'll have to leave their religion, and now they can't punish them because of this. And only the liars will stay, even the Shia liars only. And they can left, right, and center use this religion to misuse it to their advantage and to others' peril. And when the inviolable months have passed, then kill the politics wherever we find them and capture them. You see, this part is very important. Ending of their term. Even those who have not aided anyone against you Muslims, fulfill your engagement with them to the end of their term, for Allah loveth the righteous. How Allah loves the righteous? Oh, brilliant. You know, you can kill even them when after the end of the term if they don't leave Makkah. And Medina, by the way. And the outskirts of Medina and Makkah. Because if you find them, Surah 9, Ayat 123. Now, those you've spared who are wherever, now those you have spared, go and kill them. So, wherever they are near you, those you have spared, like you took them out of Medina, go. Now they have to leave, or what? But when the sacred months expire, slay those who associate others with Allah. Wherever you find them, seize them and besiege them and lie in wait for them. But if they pay, oh, please see this. So I'm reading this, and maybe as a Shia, I didn't get it. I don't know why, where my mind was, or fear. I believed in my Allah. So I removed those glasses and if they repent, and establish the prayer. So I had a deep look at this when Mr. J was saying about Surah 9 ayats I was following in. Now, you see, my anger against Christians like they are an annoyance should not come here when searching the truth against my religion. Didn't come. Oh, he's right. So, for truth, I mean, for the Christian who's true about my religion or against my religion, I have to acknowledge that, right? Because I'm here for the truth and nothing but the truth. And if they repent and establish the prayer and pay zakat, this means they've become Muslims. Leave them alone. Now, why are the Sunnis after you Shias? Extremists. You don't pay the zakah. And what Abu Bakr has said about this ayat tafsir. Anyways, and if any one of the polities seeks your protection, wow, what a great. Wait a minute, Mr. J. Wait a minute, what's this? I'm confused. Read further, Zahra. Yes. And if any one of the polities seeks your protection, then grant him protection so that he may hear, hear the words of Allah, yani peace, peace, peace. No, no, no. The Quran, he has to hear the words of Allah. And then hearing the words of Allah, he has to accept the words of Allah, is it? Then deliver him to his place of safety. Wait, it doesn't say accept the words of Allah, but it says that he may hear the words of Allah. If any of the polities seeks your protection, then grant him protection so that he may hear the words of Allah. Then deliver him to his place of safety. That is because there are people who do not know. How can there be for the polities a treaty in the sight of Allah and with His Messenger? Okay, they've been given this. So I was a bit confused about Surah 9 at 6. Hmm? Are you supposed to leave these polities, Mr. J? So, supposed to leave. The Muslims are supposed to leave these polities. They've listened to the word of Allah, they may not accept it, then deliver him to his place of safety. Now, this was like a thorn kind of for me. I confusing, okay? And that is because there are people who do not know. Yeah. Then how can there be for the polytheistic treaty in the sight of Allah and with His Messenger, except for those with whom you made a treaty at Masjid al Haram? So, as long as they are upright toward you, be upright toward them. Indeed, Allah loves the righteous. Yeah, this also, like, but aren't you supposed to leave them to the place of and be upright towards them? How can there be a treaty while if they gain dominance over you, they do not observe concerning you any pact of kinship or covenant of protection? Hmm. Okay, you have given them a protection, like taken them to a place of safety. Huh? The polity. And the hearts refuse, and most of them are defiantly disobedient. So some of them you have left, taken them to a place of safety. Some of them who sought protection with you, they have exchanged the signs of Allah for a small price, averted from His way people. Indeed, it was evil that they were doing. They do not observe toward a believer any pact of kinship or covenant of protection. And you have provided the covenant of protection for them, these polytheists. So deliver them to the place of safety, and if they are upright with you, be upright with them. I'm holding on to those two ayats, that part. Okay, let's see. So be upright with them who are upright, polytheists who are upright with you. But if they repent, establish prayer, and give zakah, then they are your brothers in religion. And we detail the verses for people who know. And if they break their oaths after their treaty and defame your religion, then combat the leaders of disbelief, for indeed there are no oaths to them. They might cease. Okay. Now I've left Mr. J also that, kill all these polytheists. Although there are four ayats, 4, 5, 6 ayats are strong on that, but still there are some ayats like those ayats I've held on to. I'm holding on, going with you, holding on to those ayats. Deliver them to the place of safety, polytheists, and be upright with them. If they do not fight you, don't fight them. Would you not fight against the people who broke their oaths and determined to expel the messenger, and they had begun on you the first time, attacked you? Do you fear them? But Allah has more right that you should fear Him if you are truly believers. Now I found another ayat on this, and I did a live stream on this. But will you not fight against those who broke their pledges? But if they don't fight you, they left you and they're not fighting you anymore, so don't fight them. But now Allah is saying, no, fight them. So I found a contradiction against this ayat. Surah 9, ayat 13, and another Quran ayat, Surah Quran, ayat. And I did that and I showed you. So what about this? The contradictions now I'm finding in the Quran ayats. Now remember that ayat. If you cannot believe, no, wait a minute. If there are much contradictions, reflect on the Quran ayats. If there are much contradictions, then it is from other than Allah. Okay. Fight them. Allah will punish them by your hands and will disgrace them and give you victory over them and satisfy the breasts of a believing people. Then, and remove the fury in the hearts, the believers' hearts, and Allah turns in forgiveness to whom He wills, and Allah is knowing and wise. What a forgiveness. And Allah has not taught you to forgive them, but your fury heart You want revenge. This heart's fury is revenge, rancor, and all this. Do you think that you will be left while Allah has not yet made evident those among you who strive and do not take other than Allah, His Messenger, and the believers as intimates? And Allah is aware of what you do. So here we have association with Allah. Again, there's an association. On what level? They say not on the divinity level, but there's still an association with Allah. Um, and Allah, when Allah says, do not associate anyone with me, He doesn't say in my divinity like Maududi puts it. Intimates, wali jatan. Here it's wali, wali jatan. Wali is from friends again, right? So intimate friends. Only Allah, His Messenger, and the believers. It is not for the polytheists to maintain the mosques of Allah, witnessing against themselves with disbelief. Another point why the polytheists should not be maintaining the mosques of Allah, although it is their Allah too, witnessing against themselves with disbelief. So they are disbelievers. Even though they are maintaining the mosques of Allah and they believe in Allah, but they are disbelievers. Allah said this. Those, their deeds have become worthless, and in the fire they will abide eternally. Now, do you see any of the polytheists in Makkah? So when were they gone? Completely. The mosques of Allah are only to be maintained by those who believe in Allah and the last day and establish prayer and give zakah and do not fear except Allah. So, for it is expected that those will be of the guided. Now, what you were shown, now I could go on reading the whole until I come to Surah Tawbah, 1, 2, 3. Even those you've spared, now kill them. Yalunakum, kun, kum, kun, yalunakum. I found that word in the same word, same way written in Arabic, right? In Al Imran, verse 118. So before coming to, I can't read all this. What I found, forget now, leaving Mr. J and everything, then I came back to Mr. J and I would say, you're right. Actually, overall, what I found was that you have to become believers. And so it only becomes those who believe in Allah. So Allah can only accept those who believe in Allah and the last day and establish prayer and pay zakah and fear none but Allah and visit and tend the mosques of Allah. These are likely to be guided aright. And also other ayahs like obey Allah and obey the Messenger, and obeying the Messenger of Allah, Prophet Muhammad now, is equal to obeying Allah. Surah 4 ayat 90 or 80. Sorry, Surah 4 ayat 80. So now what is it coming to really from the beginning? So this means, you see, your Allah has not been my Allah also, who was my Allah, has not been, I saw that he's not been honest. He's been dilly-dallying and he's been beating about the bush and saying, oh, they evicted and they restrained Prophet Muhammad. But from the beginning, you see what this brings Surah Tawbah it now. What actually, like, how can the, see, there's this ayat also. Like, first it was like, how can, let's say, the associate, it does not befit those who associate mushriks, these polytheists, Quraysh, Abu Sufyan, Abu Lahab, with Allah in His divinity to visit. Maududi keeps saying this, to visit even and tend Allah's mosque. So you were told that the polytheists were stopping the Muslims from visiting. There's another ayat, visiting. They're stopping us from visiting the house of Allah. Why? Who broke the idols? Maybe that's why. And can these polytheists break your Allah? No. Consider all those points. So this should have come. Actually, this is in the beginning what Prophet Muhammad and his Allah wanted from the polytheists, against the polytheists. Please see this, bring this slide before. I know it's the end. It came at the end times of Prophet Muhammad, right? Before he died. It's one of the last surahs revealed to him, to Prophet Muhammad. So now look at this. Now look at this. It does not become those who associate like it. Uh, it is not for the polytheists to maintain the mosques of Allah. Now, who's stopping them from visiting and practicing or maintaining the mosques of Allah, witnessing against themselves with disbelief? So Maududi has put it well here, to even visit. So they will be not stopped from visiting their house as they took the Kaaba. It is not for such as join gods with Allah. Yusuf Ali puts. Let's see what the Quran ayat is. Mushrak. It's not joining gods. It's even associating anyone with Allah is a mushrik. It has a wide connotation, not only idols or gods associated with Allah, keeping idols. So it is not for the polytheists that they maintain the masjid of Allah. The masjid of Allah while witnessing. Here it's put masjid of Allah. It's not even put masjid al-haram. And can they have another masjid of theirs? Like it seems like they're maintaining a masjid. So masjid of Allah is their temple, what they called in Arabic, the polytheists. Can they have another masjid? No, they can't have a single masjid of theirs for Allah to maintain. So shouldn't we bring this forward and say, oh, this is why the polytheists asked Prophet Muhammad to leave or wanted to kill him, because he was stopping them, right? Only because they are polytheists. Only because they are polytheists, huh? It is not right for them to maintain the mosques. Mosques, this is in plural. Masajid. This is plural form of mosque. How many mosques are there in Makkah? I give up. I had enough. You get it? So, like, oh my, this religion of mine let me down with such a thump that I am in pain even now and shocked to the bones and beyond. Oh my. So why should I take this verse so seriously? Surah Tawbah 30? Huh? Am I out of my mind? How about that? So I've shown you, right? No. Surah Tawbah? No. Surah Anfal ayat. Sorry. Oh, you believe if you grant use criteria. Surah Tawbah, Surah Anfal ayat 30. Sorry. Surah Anfal, Surah 8 ayat 30. And remember, Muhammad, when those who disbelieved plotted against you to restrain. No, the way I'm reading it, because that's the way I found it now. Huh? No, no, I'm not going to read it with that sobriety, sober, serious. I agree. But you have mocked us, you have betrayed us. This Prophet Muhammad's Allah. And remember when those who disbelieved plotted against you to restrain you. Restrain you. Oh, you are Allah so ambiguous. take you captive, really, or kill you or drive you away. They schemed, and Allah did also scheme. Yeah, Allah is also a Makarin, Makar, Makar. Oh, God. Rascal. And when plotted against you, those who disbelieve that they restrain you, okay, or kill you. Yeah, kill you or drive you out. Anyways, they didn't kill you, but you ran away, okay, to Yathrib. And these Yathrib Jews didn't give you in to the polities with whom they had a treaty that anyone who attacks us, well, we will help each other. They couldn't even help each other. Surah Hashara is, and broken homes and all this. So this is how I did my research, and now I'm not going to take the Surah 9, Surah 8 at 30 like you would, because I found the truth. I saw it through it. You see, a deceiver, a one who's hiding his own uh, wrongs. This is what I saw, that he's putting the wrong on the polytheists. But will his Allah ever accept the polytheists? So from the beginning, you take Surah Tawbah, that this is what he was doing, saying, his Allah will not accept polytheism. His Allah will not accept the polytheists even praying or maintaining their mosque, and it is their Allah. Like they also call their God Allah. And this is masajid, it is a plural form of masjid. Surah Tawbah ayat 17. It is not for the polytheists to maintain the mosques of Allah. How many mosques of Allah are there in Makkah? Ask yourselves this. So, have you taken the time? Have you really cared enough for the truth to take the time like this? Like I have been showing you, Shias, Sunnis, both. This kind of research this way. Because this is the only way I saw the truth against Prophet Muhammad now. Through Quran ayats only. So there are other things popping up. If you're going to say, oh, this ayat and that ayat, upright. Yeah, I'm holding on to uprightness. Be upright towards these policies. And what's the other one? Oh, take them to the place of safety. Now, so this ayat I had a problem with. How can I trust, right? So on that other topic, and that of course this should come in the beginning, that Prophet Muhammad's Allah and Prophet Muhammad meaning would not accept polytheism from the beginning, from the start of declaration of Islam, proclamation of this religion in the name of Allah, the merciful, the beneficent. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Huh? So where do we go now? Surah 9 ayat. Now those you have spared, not those around you. Or you have believed, fight against those whom you have spared, not adjacent to you, of the disbelievers, and let them find in you harshness, and know that Allah is with the righteous. Any polytheism remaining, any traits of polytheism remaining? Even ask if I'm wrong about this, and you would say, no, no, don't take it from Surah 3, ayat 118, about Yalunakum, Yalunakum, right? It's not kun, it's kum. Oh, the meaning from Surah 3, ayat 180. But look at the other, consider the other things that I've just mentioned earlier. Here it means, okay, some of your Sahih International says adjacent to you, against those adjacent to you. Fight them. of the disbelievers? Are they fighting you? And did any of the disbelievers remain in Arabia? Can you see? In Saudi Arabia, any disbeliever, there are no churches, no mosques. Oh, sorry, no polytheist mosques, let's call them in Arabic. Okay, temples, no, mosques of the polytheists. Hmm? No synagogues. You, you see, this is what the Quran has said, no synagogue will be left, nothing will be left. What was left in Makkah and Medina now? Please tell me, have you found a synagogue, a Jew in Medina? That they were living peacefully. Prophet Muhammad's time, the Jews, the Christians, any synagogue of this also considered these points. And so this is the way I did my research, and I found that even the Shias were betrayed by Prophet Muhammad and Allah, and moreover the Imams, rightful appointed by Allah. And now, okay, I forgot in my earlier live stream to talk about human welfare on Druze killing in Syria. They're thirsty, they're hungry, they're being, you know, starved to death. Please help if someone can about the Druze. Are the Muslims talking about this as much as they're talking about the Palestinians? Or is your only thing on Palestinian Muslims and not the Druze? Now the Muslims are fighting each other in Druze. And Yasmin Muhammad, thank you. I mean, thanks to this greatness of Yasmin Muhammad, how can I even thank her? What she has started, and she's her own. Whew, but it's not enough, right? We need more like Yasmin Muhammad to reach out. So there's a on Druze. This is how, oh, I miss my London. I miss London. See, no one my dresses like these in London. Ah, short dresses. The useful idiot's problem on Druze. So any Muslim talking about Druze, why are we Muslims killing each other? Anyone cares enough to say this? Any Muslim, I mean, cares, why are we killing each other? Who are the Druze? They were Shias. And you know, they're living happily, peacefully with the Jews of Israel, Israeli Jews. Anyone? They're being starved to death. There's a short video, the crisis facing Syria, Druze, and why no one's talking about it, with the Rania Dean. She's a Druze crisis. It's a crisis. It's like another October 7. And they're being starved to death by their own very Muslims. But Israel, see how Israel kept the Druze. Or, I shouldn't say it like this, they wouldn't say it like this. Like how they were living together in Israel. Any Muslim cares to talk about this? Every day, like you talk about Palestinian children. Do you think the Jews don't have children? Hungry. They, they're being, the Jews are being killed. What is it? Starved to death or hunger, starved to death in Syria. So you see, these Muslims, I don't think you really care for humanity or hunger to death. He's starving us. Ah, here. Yasmin Muhammad only. He's starving us. Please, is there anyone who cares for the Jews because they're human beings? No, no. No Muslim? How come no one is even talking about them? No Muslim, like, oh, Jews, Allah, human beings are dying, starved to death by their own Muslim. Now, Muslims, are you so ashamed, embarrassed to talk about this human being crisis? So ashamed. Shame, shame on you, Suckling, Heather, and people like him. You don't do you have a do you have this channel? Do you have a YouTube channel talking about Jews? What we're doing to the Jews, what we did to them. Assad, at least there were Alawite Shias. Assad Bashar was an Alawite Shia, right? Bashar Assad, sorry. Hmm? Any बेशरम बेगैरत बदबख्त तुम लोग. What kind of people are you Muslims? Totally, I mean, I don't know. Anyways, to fall so low. And there's another one. What's his name? Uh, s- um, I keep forgetting. Wait, let me just bring his video in from my library. And there's also a Indian, British Hindu, Sacherdoti. Sacherdoti? How do you spell it? On the Jews. I couldn't hear this, so I had to, sorry, I had to keep my mind on playing a game. It was like now it's too much hearing this from Yasmin Muhammad, the Jews, and from the interview, the Jews lady. Oh my God. And then hearing from Satyoti. Sorry, I don't know how to. No, I can't get this. I can't get him. Get his name. Wait, I have to search my library. It's a very difficult name. Sorry for me to even remember. Jonathan Sacherdoti. We are Arabs who love the Jews. Khalifa reveals why the Jews stand with Israel. Okay, here it comes on my library here. We are Arabs who love the Jews. Jonathan Sacherdoti. So yeah, this is an Indian British or Hindu or there his roots, such a Jonathan Sacherdoti, Israeli Jews fighter and activist Khalifa reveals the deep-rooted alliance between the Jews and the Jewish people, spanning centuries of shared struggle, loyalty, and sacrifice. From reincarnation beliefs to IDF control service, IDF combat service. Am I wearing the wrong glasses? He explains why the Jews have become some of Israel's fiercest defenders and why October 7th was a moment of truth. As Jews communities face brutal persecution in Syria, Khalifa delivers a powerful message of solidarity, identity, and resistance against jihadist extremism. This is a story few have heard, and everyone should. So, this is in the description box of Jonathan Sacerdotes, this on the Jews. We are the Arabs who love the Jews by Khalifa. Another man, the first man I came across also was, yeah, there was another one, but he's a Jew himself, I guess. Oh, what's his name? Ashkar, Mansoor Ashkar. And I was like, I really sorry, I didn't pay much attention. Is it this Syria on the brink of a civil war. Yeah. You see, no Muslim talking about this. Mansoor Ashkar. This is a crisis for humanity. Human beings. Are they not human beings for you? Or are they pigs and are they apes? This is what your Allah has made you think, that they are the worst of creatures, or the Jews are pigs and apes. We turn them into pigs and apes. Or what? But then there are the Jews who follow their religion properly. I think the pigs and Jews who broke the Sabbath. But you call every Jew now pig and ape? What? After Prophet Muhammad's Islam? Oh yes, because of that ayat Surah 4 ayat 47. Allah threatens to obliterate the faces or turn them on their backs or curse them like this, like he cursed the Sabbath companions of the Sabbath, not Sabbath breakers. But then Jesus Christ was working on the Sabbath, but Allah ignores that Bible verse in the Gospel. When the Jews questioned him, why are you healing people on the Sabbath? We're not supposed to do that. Then Allah blames the Jews and they killed Jesus Christ and this and that. When Allah Himself is saying He cursed meaning the Sabbath, the Sahabas is what? The Sabbath breakers. And He's spoken about the Sabbath breakers in another ayat too, right? So how ironic. I mean, it's all contradictory and all. So coming back to this, shall we come back to this point now? Back to this Shias. Have you? How long will it take for you? How many of you are here? Also, I have to see. Now we have Arisha's again with Dr. Bilal. Yes, he had requested Arisha to do modern day slavery in Arab and Islam, full explanation and reference. The live stream is going on in ex-Muslim. Arisha Babar is cut out. Rajput. Dr. Bilal with Dr. Bilal. Full explanation and references. Okay, so I opened my other device because I want to go back to my live stream and look at the live chat box. How long now? So going back, what time is it? Okay. Ooh. So going back, Shias, I will have to. What else did I want to show you on this? I went too long on Surah Tawbah ayahs, yeah, because I had. So you see, on this Makkan army in self-defense. Surah 8, ayat 7. These verses refer to the two alternatives mentioned in the commentary of verse 5 and 6, the merchandise of the caravan or to face the Makkan army in self-defense. Yeah, which one you see the Muslims, they preferred the unarmed one. Yeah, so what are the Shias also saying? The belief is to capture the caravan, the unarmed one with the merchandise, guarded by only 40 unarmed men, instead of confronting. So the Muslims wanted this. And as if the Holy Prophet had not ordered them to attack this one, this unarmed caravan. Unarmed, but guarded by only 40 unarmed men. So this yeah, so the Shias also say this. And the Sahih International is confused whether it means the unarmed or it means the army unarmed or the caravan or what is it? Maybe I got it wrong. Anyhow, the Shias, to capture the caravan with merchandise which the Muslims wanted to, And Allah told them, no, 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 you go for this one, confronting the strong army of 1,000. Sorry, it's not 10,000. 1,000 fully equipped warriors. But the Lord willed otherwise, right? What did He will? Instead of confronting, so the Lord willed that they confront the army of 10,000 fully equipped warriors. But before that, they were attacking these caravans unguarded, unarmed, sorry, guarded by only 40 unarmed men, unarmed but guarded men. Hello, Shias, please don't come here blaming me. Now, it's been very difficult for me in this condition. I had to forego this, that, God knows what, right? Now, where are all you, Temur and Saklan Haider Shias, like them, unarmed? Oh, the Holy Prophet learned. Why would he learn this? Oh, the Muslims told him? Okay, the Holy Prophet learned that a caravan of the Quraysh laden with merchandise under Abu Sufyan was coming from Syria. Did he say, oh, Muslims, what have you done? Don't go attacking. No, we don't find that here, right? It jumps to, then Abu Sufyan sent a message to Abu Jahl that the Muslims were planning to attack his caravan in order to seize the merchandise. And by the order of Prophet Muhammad, please put this also, add this here, in order to seize the merchandise he was bringing from Syria. You get it? By the order of the Holy Prophet. Now Allah is blaming the Muslims here. You wanted that, but by the order of Holy Prophet, right? You could attack them. They're guarded, unarmed, guarded caravan. That's what the Shia say. Look, if you can't understand what I'm trying to, what, then you haven't really understood. Then you're not able to understand your religion. Then you follow your religion blindly, but those who are showing, who understand it and then are showing it, then don't say things to them, right? That they are liars and cancel them and uh, complain against their channel. We will threaten me against my channel, against this, against my life also threaten me. See, you are not able to comprehend. Then I understand, okay. Then why are you in this religion? But okay, be in this religion, but at least, like, okay, I won't question you why you are in this religion. Because if you don't understand this, it is even a, how old now? How many times? Okay, maybe we'll have another session on this. Huh? How many times will I have to repeat myself and show you here? So please be, at least have that much integrity that if you don't understand it, don't come here canceling us and saying we're liars. That means I've understood that you don't understand. You are not in this religion because you understand your religion, or you've cared to take, go through, study your religion. You have just taken it and saying, okay, 10 days Muharram, we're going there. What the Maulana Sahib is saying in 10 days or maybe 2 months even. Majlis is not enough. I've been to 2 months Majlis. Arba'in Majlis. It's not enough. The way coming here and studying the Quran and with tafsir and all this also at times. It's not enough. So I will understand. But don't come here and tell me I'm a liar without you doing. Have you done this? Have you cared to do this kind of a thing that your religious scholars have said they have done, the risking their lives also, Shias, against these Sunnis since when, right? You haven't cared. But I care to do this. And I found those religious scholars who say they've cared for, and they only care for the truth, Allama Majlisi, writing Hayatul Qulub, volumes upon volumes. And one volume was so fat, or what, 2 volumes, so such a fat book, and so many things in it. You would get lost. So after having written all that, I only care about the truth. I don't care about what people say. Ah, Allama Majlisi. Terrible. So it's so shocking. And would you even believe? I'm not asking you to believe me. Yeah, but so how can I believe someone now of my religious scholar says I'm only concerned about the truth? So how have you eaten the truth up here and been so ambiguous like your Allah? Tell us directly that the Holy Prophet ordered these Muslims planning to attack Abu Sufyan's caravan with merchandise to seize it. He was bringing from Syria. The Holy Prophet, as guided by Allah, decided to leave the caravan. Ah, leave the caravan. Which caravan? His caravan or this caravan? Leave the caravan. Leave the caravan. Ambiguity upon ambiguity. And how you jump now blaming. So your Allah has also jumped in blaming. Okay. Same Surah Ayat 7. The Muslims who wanted the unarmed. But it's the Holy Prophet also wanted the unarmed, wanted them to attack the unarmed one. Unarmed caravan, right? So then let's read. Like I could, why waste my time now? Isn't this enough? Like to attack his caravan in order to seize the merchandise. Now we find the Holy Prophet, as guided by Allah, decided to leave the caravan and march out boldly against the well-armed and well-equipped Quraysh army, but that he wasn't against attacking the unarmed caravan equipped Quraysh army coming from Makkah under the command of Abu Jahl in order to destroy the Muslims in Medina. I mean, it is put in such an exaggerated way, I cannot. I mean, I've shown you that it has. They just wanted, Abu Jahl sent this because Abu Sufyan sent him a message because the Muslims were attacking the caravan to stop these Muslims from, not destroy the Muslims in Medina. Even though, I mean, I think later on, the polities and the Jews of Medina should have gotten together, actually, of Yathrib, to destroy these Muslims. They are bandits, they are robbers, they are criminals, and even Prophet Muhammad included. Even though some of the very close, wouldn't you do that if someone did mischief? Your Allah says, the one who wages a war against Allah and His Messenger and does mischief on land, cut off their limbs from the opposite sides or exile them or this. You have options from Allah. So the Muslims are told you can cut off the opposite sides of their limbs if they, you know, choose, if they do mischief on land. So these caravan robbers, your holy prophet and the Muslims, shouldn't the polytheists decide whether to cut off their, if they had? What would you say? You would be against that, but not against your Allah saying, whoever wages a war against Allah and His Messenger and does mischief on land. Allah has given 3 options uh, punishing punishing them. 3, 4 options. What's that? Ayat that I can't remember properly and where it is. So this, and then okay, back here, decide to okay under the command destroy Muslims. Even though some of the very close companions opposed this policy, There was a party which was not wholeheartedly submissive to the divine order. But Saad bin Ma'ad and Miqdad said, oh, this Miqdad also, with, he's a good Sahaba, right? We will do as the Holy Prophet commands. Hmm. Even though there was a party which was not wholeheartedly submissive, that we should now go towards this army and fight the army. We will do as the Holy Prophet commands. The Quraysh army, full of zeal and fury, advanced to annihilate from the face of the earth the meager band of 313 ill-fed and poorly equipped Muslims. I wonder, oh, what exaggeration. The Holy Prophet met the advancing army of Quraysh at Badr. Now the Battle of Badr, this is how it started, you see, at 3 days' journey from Medina. At a 3 days' journey from Medina, those who were averse to fighting were not convinced that it was a wise or prudent decision. Those Muslim believers, Sahabas. Therefore, they felt as if they were being driven to death, while death was staring them in the face. They were frightened and perturbed, disturbed, meaning it was the first trial Muslims were put to in order to prove their faith in the truth. Oh, this is how you put your faith in the truth. Fighting an army of 10,000, 1,000. Oh, against 1,000. I think not 10,000. Yeah. Okay. It's in the second verse. The next commentary. Frightened and perturbed, it was the first time Muslims were put in. Oh, goodness. It was also a clear. Anyways, so this wrong, and then now Hamza, Ubaidah, and Ali were sent. Yeah, Ubaidah, the third one, were sent first by the Holy Prophet to fight against Utbah. Actually, Ali won this war. Hamza was killed. Ubaidah was seriously wounded and succumbed to, wow, Ali, Mawla, Ali, Mawla, Ali, right? You would say, Shias. And in addition to the decision the Holy Prophet took not to attack the caravan and take possession of the rich booty, but to fight against the Quraysh army. The other facts which clearly show that it was but in the beginning, in addition to the decision the Holy Prophet took not to attack the caravan, he left the caravan, but he was going to. But Abu Sufyan sent a message to Abu Jahl, right? So if I don't understand politics, at least I understand this theoretically and can see through theoretically, reading through, seeping through. So I'm not a good talker in politics, general knowledge, and all this, but at least I can see this. And understand what went on and how you have been ambiguous about it. The other fact which clearly showed that it was the pagans of Makkah who took the initiative to attack the Muslims. Excuse me, to stop the Muslims from attacking the caravans. The 13 days distance between Makkah and Medina, the Muslim traveled 3 days to meet the pagans of Makkah at Badr, who had already left Makkah 10 days before with full readiness to destroy the Muslims. Excuse me, to stop the Muslims from attacking their caravans. You see, a case put like this, I cannot accept. You are exaggerating. You are not to the point factual. Be fact. Give us the facts. And the material, oh my God, and justice, and be on Bilqis, then who is on justice, and say the right word at the right time. And this is also justice, and Imam Ali's definition of justice, put things in its place. You, for God's sakes, you're giving a case thing. It is a case. Caravan robbers attacking the caravans. So now at least some of you Muslims can say that the Quraysh, at least in this, to stop the Muslims, it means you're saying it's okay for the Muslims, they wanted to destroy the Muslims. It was okay for them to attack the caravans. You are silent about this and take possession of the rich booty. Huh? See here how prejudiced, even biased, the tafsir is of the Shias, coming from the Shia. And then here, step by step, I've seen what you have done, right? Oh, the Abu Bakr and Fatima case. See how well you put it here against Abu Bakr on Fadak, and how you've decided that Fatima is right. So the issue of Fadak, a fertile village near Medina, became a point of contention between Fatima, the daughter of Prophet Muhammad, and Abu Bakr, the first caliph after Muhammad's death. Fatima believed she was entitled to Fadak as an inheritance, while Abu Bakr and the new Muslim government treated it as state property. So, how have the Shia Muslims decided so neutrally, without unbiased, without bias, without prejudice? Now we read the case of Fatima Zahra, the only surviving child of Prophet. Okay, commands her. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. The only surviving child of the Prophet, his most beloved, claimed inheritance of the property, which could be apportioned to her in the lands of Medina and in Khaybar as property, I think, also known as Fadak, which having been acquired without the use of force, these poor Jews, these Madin al-Yatrabis, gave it to the Prophet. Peace had given her for her maintenance. Then the Prophet gave it to her for her maintenance, not the Muslims' maintenance. Hello, Shias, if you would say, like my father said, so that if Bibi got this fadak, then it would go to the Muslims properly, circulating for the needy, the poor. No, no, for her maintenance, in accordance with the commands of Allah, not for the Muslim maintenance, not for the needy, the poor. Oh my God. Yes, yet Fadak, yes, steady. Yet Fadak became an arena for political games for her maintenance. Now, for me, this is shock. What my father said, that if Fadak went to Fatima, then, and it was a right, but like, so that it may circulate towards the needy, and they would share this. We share the proceedings, what came from Fadak, the oasis. Yet Fadak became an arena for political games when Abu Bakr refused to transfer. So, what's the case? Let's go to the case. Abu Bakr got it after Prophet Muhammad's death and refused to transfer it. He snatched it away, he confiscated it from Fatima Zahra. It is appropriate here to speak about Fadak. Before clarifying, now they're explaining to you what is appropriate before Fadak. Before clarifying, before clarifying the corresponding events which occurred in it. So they'll give you the whole events, corresponding events, mitigating circumstances. Great. Wha- a word not coming. Fadak was a village. It wasn't an oasis, okay. Located at 2-day walking distance from Medina. It was inhabited by Jews who refused to submit to Islam at the beginning. Hmm. But when they later realized the might of the Muslims, Shias, so I don't know what my father believes in, but I don't think even he has taken the trouble to read this. Yeah, so aggression, might of the Muslims, huh? Especially after they, led by Ali ibn Abu Talib, conquered Khyber. Oh, after Khyber, the Jews decided to yield to the Messenger of Allah without fighting. So he took, oh, these poor Jews, I really feel sorry for them. So he took possession, not because Jew religion, but these are human beings and unfairness, injustice is done to them by these Muslims and Allah of Prophet Muhammad and the Prophet Muhammad and now his daughter also involved in this. And so Abdullah Hashim has said again, reconfirming the, you know, oh, do you get why these people, why they were after now Prophet Muhammad and the Halal? Because they were oppressed. They were deceived, betrayed, and might with might. To you have to submit to Islam, Allah. Accept Islam, submit to Allah, and completely submit with full submission to Prophet Muhammad. Taslima. So, Surah 33 at 9. No. We're going to multilingual Quran again. So I don't want to go up in my tabs, right? Scroll up, taking this up. Oh, how they were killed, persecuted at all times. But you don't see, oh my God. So sorry, I'm not a good talker. I get stuck. Oh my God. You see how betrayed felt? Look what my people did. Ah, the ones I believed in. Let's start from, oh, okay, I've got needles and pins now. It's like maybe allergy. So my body, my back, needles and pins. No, wait. Look. Read. Utter annihilation. Hmm. Isn't it Surah 33 at 9? Oh, these poor Ahlul Bayt, Prophet Muhammad and his progeny. Where's it when Ali, after victory, the Holy Prophet said, the victory of Ali on the day of it. Then there was the piercing blast of the cord. So Ali has said, it is a struggle. No. Ali has said to, no, not this Prophet Muhammad. Where's it? Makkah. Allah has never made hypocrites no stone unturned to demonstrate the people through rumors and to convince them that the best course was to go to their homes. When Ali and Amr stood face to face, Amr said to Ali, by God, I do not like to put you to death because your father was my friend and I enjoyed many a feast And then Amr was described as personification of infidelity. And was it in Surah 9 at gold fertilizer? No, no, it wasn't under this ayat, was it? The avarice. Sorry, the avaricious behavior of the wives. Slaughtered and destroyed. All the Muslims, save the Holy Prophet and his Ahlul Bayt and their followers, feared that they might not be able to stand the trial. Hmm. I know. I don't think it's here. Sorry, I forgot. Oh, I think it's Surah 60. The Holy Prophet from this world. In fact, it was these hypocrites who annoyed, persecuted, and killed the Ahlul Bayt of the Holy Prophet till the disappearance of the last Imam al-Qaim, and continued the persecution of the followers in all ages, ages, ages. The hypocrites, disbelievers, and enemies of truth had been seized, destroyed by Allah in all times, but it's not found in the history at the time of the Holy Prophet. History does not furnish a single example of any action taken by the Holy Prophet against the hypocrites. But this poor uh, prophet's family, right? In fact, divine mission, but history written by their associates and followers do not mention them. When they were persecuted, Holy Prophet, divine mission, undermine the divine mission of the Holy Prophet. And the Holy Prophet, in fact, it was these hypocrites who annoyed, persecuted, and killed the Ahlul Bayt of the Holy Prophet till the disappearance of the last Imam al-Qaim al-Mahdi, and continued the persecution, continued persecution of their followers in all ages, all ages. La, la, la. Now, come here. Village was, Fadak becomes the prophet's personal prophet. Wait a minute, let's come here. Fadak was a village here. Oh, it's a long sentence, is it? So I have to start from here. Fadak was a village located at 2-day walking distance from Medina. Oh, no, no, apparently, start from here. Apparently, it was inhabited by Jews who refused to submit to Islam. That's all. They didn't go opposing. This means they went opposing Allah and the Messenger, right? And like I told you, opposition, this no, no, this, what's the word in Surah Hashar? Or denied the Holy Prophet, went against, assassinated the Prophet, or attempted an assassination. Doesn't say here. Shias don't say this. Submit to us. These poor ones here, maybe Shias say about the Banu Qurayza, I don't know how the same as the Sunnis say, but here they just didn't want to submit to Islam at the beginning. Okay, do you see this submit to Islam at the beginning? Shall I zoom it in? It's from Shia website, al-islam.org. Fatima the Gracious, Abu Muhammad Ordoni. Ordoni is what, Jordanian? Okay, which, from place. Urduni. Jordan, that would be Jordak, George Jordak, human, on Imam Ali. So, Urduni as well. Okay, anyways, especially after they led, oh wait, come here. Oh, so shocking. Where is it? So, but when later realized the might of the Muslims, it was inhabited by Jews who refused. They didn't want to submit to Islam. They don't want to become Muslims, right, at the beginning. But when the later realized, so uh, the later the Jews realized the might of the Muslims. What's the might of the Muslims? especially after they led by, especially after they were led by Ali ibn Abu Talib, conquered Khyber. Hmm. No, no, especially after they, led by Ali ibn Abu Talib, conquered Khyber, the Jews decided to yield to the Messenger without fighting. So he took possession of the village. Oh, they didn't give him as a gift fight. Oh, so he took possession. So when they saw the might of the Muslims, the village was valued at 100,000 dirhams by Umar's appraisers. Okay, forget this. But do you see this? How can I explain to you otherwise? Urdu, I am not, I don't want to. ये जो मोहब्बत है ये उनका है काम. Sorry, there's a song coming up. ये देखो, दिखने में आ रहा है, समझने में आ रहा है तुम लोगों को, पाकिस्तानी इंडियन मुस्लिम ये है. Sorry, I can't speak in Arabic also. It's the problem. So जब ये खैबर के बाद जब ये यहूदियों ने रियलाइज किया कि क्या मुस्लिम माइट है, माइट यानी क्या जोर है मुसलमानों में, क्या माइट, आर्म्स, एम्यूनेशन, क्या ताकत है, बेचारे इस्लाम को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करना चाह रहे, लेकिन आखिर आखिर इनको करवाया गया. ऐसा पूछिए मत, दिखने में आता है या नहीं. नहीं नहीं, कोई जबरदस्ती नहीं, बस दिखाना कि क्या माइट. देख लिया बेचारों ने कि खैबर में जूस इनके कैसे डिफीट हुए, और क्या माइट है मुसलमानों में अल्लाह की, या क्या जोर है, क्या जोर है. Especially after Ali ibn Abu Talib conquered Khyber, yani Maula Ali ne victory जीती खैबर, फतह किया, फतह किया खैबर को, फतह किया. तो ये यहूदी बेचारे डर गए देख के, और बोले कि ठीक है, हालांकि इनको सबमिट तो करना नहीं था इस्लाम में, लेकिन ये ऐसे सबमिट किया, कुरान पढ़ के नहीं किया, या देख के नहीं किया, या जान के करें, ये ऐसे इनको सबमिट करें. हाँ? और बोला कि हम तो अग्रेसर्स हैं ही नहीं. इमाम हुसैन को देखो, इमाम हुसैन ने क्या बतलाया है, हम तो अग्रेसर हैं ही नहीं, हमने तो पहल की नहीं है अटैक करने में. समझ रहे हैं आप? Without fighting, yielded to the messenger of Allah. बगैर बेचारों ने ना फाइट किया ना कुछ किया, डरे हुए बेचारे, मरे हुए, डरे हुए. खैबर वालों को देखा कि मरे हुए जूस, कॉन्कर किया खैबर को, खैबर फत क्या, और हैदर करार, मरे हुए डरे हुए, तब इन्होंने सबमिट किया और मुसलमान बन गए बेचारे. फिर इनके आपके रसूलुल्लाह ने ले लिया विदाउट फाइटिंग, पोजेशन ले लिया विलेज का, इनके ही बेचारे फदक चूज का, और अपनी बेटी को गिफ्ट दे दिया. इनहेरिटेंस, कुछ बोलते हैं इनहेरिटेंस है, بیٹی کو گفٹ دے دیا, انہیریٹنس دے دیا, ایز انہیریٹنس سوری. سمجھ میں آیا؟ نہیں میں کانٹیکٹ میں تھوڑی ایسے, یہ بیچارے نہ ان کو نہ سمجھ آئی کہ اسلام کیا ہے, یہ بیچارے مائٹ دیکھ کے یعنی طاقت دیکھ کے مسلمانوں کی ڈر گئے. جوز یہودی. پھر آپ بی بی فاطمہ زہرا کی کہانی پڑھیں کہ ایک یہودی تھا, آیا تھا, اور پھر یہ, اور پھر آل ابا کون ہیں, یہ پڑھے وہ پڑھے, یہ پڑھے ہی نہیں, یا پڑھے ہی نہیں بیکاز پڑھنا, او سوری یو نو آئی کانٹ سے دا پڑھے پڑھے پڑھے, آئی کانٹ سے دیٹ پرابلی, اردو کی ٹانگ ورڈ زہرا نے. تو یا اب یا فاطمہ the gracious, اردو میں عربک میں فاطمہ رحمان, نہ گریشیس, کریم رحیم کیا ہے, فاطمہ دا گریشیس. جیسے رسول کریم ہے نا سورۃ تکویر آیت میں, تو یہ فدق فاطمہ کے ہاتھ. تو پھر رسول اللہ نے اللہ has bestowed on his prophet, یہ سورہ حشر کی آیت 6 آیت ہے, 6 at least اتنا تو آتا ہے اردو میں مجھے. Then there was no dispute between the Muslims that Fadak belonged to the Prophet. Rather, the disagreement was related to how much Fadak had the Jews granted him. As part of the peace settlement, بیچاروں کو peace settlement یعنی peace سلام peace اردو میں کیا کہتے ہیں peace کو؟ Thus it is strange to hear Abu Bakr narrate, strange. اللہ مجھے تو سمجھ میں نہیں آتا, میں بات نہیں کر سکتی پراپرٹی. پھر ان کے فادر نے ابھی دیکھو نمبر 1 کیا ہوا ہے, میں پروف کے ساتھ میں سائٹ کرتی ہوں, نہیں میں نہیں کر رہی ہوں, آپ کے شیعہ کر رہے ہیں. Moreover, the following factors can be cited as proofs. ابھی دیکھیں کیسے کیس چل رہا ہے, یہ تو بہت امپورٹنٹ کیس ہے, فدق ہے اور فاطمہ ہے اور ان کا حق چھینا گیا ابو بکر, بہت امپورٹنٹ کیس, ویری ویری امپورٹنٹ کیس. فدق land, village, and snatched by Abu Bakr. That's why point 1. Now, be like solicitors. دیکھو کیسے ہمارے مرجع یا یہ کون ریلیجس اسکالر ہے, وہ محمد اردونی, ادھر چھوڑیں کہ وہ اٹیک کریں کیراوینس کو, کیا وہ کچھ نہیں ہے. یہ امپورٹنٹ کیس ہے, بہت امپورٹنٹ کیس ہے, یہ اللہ کا حق ہے, فاطمہ کو ملا ہے, پروفٹ محمد نے دیا ہے, مطلب کہ اللہ نے دیا ہے حق. نمبر 1 cited proof. اچھا, this is number 1. Where's the thing? Fatma saying to Imam Ali, this is, اور یہ بالکل پوائنٹ اور فیکٹس ہیں, جس سے مس نہیں ہوتا ہے, جس سے مس نہیں ہوتا. Fatima saying to Imam Ali, number 1, mitigating circumstance. This is Ibn Abu Qahafa, Abu Bakr yani, snatching away my father's grant to me. یعنی جس کو رسول نے دیا لے لو, جو رسول نے وتھ ہولڈ کیا نہیں لو. کو تمہیں رسول اللہ دے رہے ہیں لے لو, جو آپ کو دے رہے ہیں لے لو, جو آپ سے وتھ ہولڈ کر رہے ہیں بالکل چھوڑ دو, پکڑو ہی نہیں. کتنے پوائنٹس آ رہے ہیں, دیکھو how many points are coming to me. آیتیں آ رہی ہیں. فاطمہ نمبر 2. اچھا مائی فادر گرانٹنگ, اچھا یہ میں نے ختم کیا, ابھی نمبر 2 پہ ہم آ رہے ہیں, دیکھ رہے ہیں اسے. دیکھو دیکھو برابر دیکھو. تم لوگ شیعوں کو تو پتا ہوگا کتنا برابر تم لوگوں کے عالموں نے آپ کو دیا ہے، کتنا برابر دیا ہے. کیسے نمبر 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 چاری فاطمہ اور ان کا فادر کی اب دمائش ہوئی ہے اور ابو بکر نے چھین لیا ہے، تو اس کو تو برابر دیکھنا ہے. فاطمہ کا کیس تو برابر سلسٹ رائٹ دینا ہے. ایک ایک پوائنٹ نہیں بھولیں، ایک ایک پوائنٹ نہیں بھولیں. ہم تو فاطمہ سے اتنا ڈرتے ہیں، خوف میں تو نہیں. دو عالموں نے کہا، شیعہ عالموں نے کہا فاطمہ سے تو ہمیں we are afraid of Fatima. Because if you hurt Fatima, you hurt Prophet Muhammad, you hurt Allah. Right? So Fatima Zahra saying to Abu Bakr, number 2, surely Fadak was granted to me by my father, the messenger of Allah, especially in the light of the fact that her infallibility prevents her from uttering falsehood. Sorry, I don't have the heart to read. Not that خوف meduni, like I have خوف, like I fear Fatima, but uttering, yes, yes. یعنی فاطمہ زہرا انفالبلٹی یعنی کیا ہے؟ معصوم، یعنی معصوم ہے، یعنی ایک ایرر بھی نہیں کر سکتی ہے، اتنی معصوم ہے، مینسز بھی نہیں آتے، لائٹ بینگ ہے. کوئی فاطمہ کو ٹچ کرے گا، ایک سید نے بولا جل جائے گا، will be burnt. اس سے باڈی باڈی بھی نہیں کہو، کچھ اور کہو. تو اورا ہے، اورا بھی نہیں کہو، بیڈ ورڈ ہے. And from demanding anything which does not rightfully belong to her. واہ کتنی معصوم ہے فاطمہ، اتنی ضعیف ہے فاطمہ after her father's death. اس کو چھوڑ دو، صفیہ بنت ہوئی کو after her father's death. ابن اسحاق نے جو ہسٹری میں دیا ہے کہ ان بنو قریظہ کو کیا کیا پروفٹ محمد نے، ان کو نہیں دیکھو فیکٹس، ان کو بولو کہ یہ تو پروفٹ محمد کی انیمی سے آئے ہیں. ابن اسحاق تو پروفٹ محمد کا بہت بڑا انیمی تھا اور دشمنوں کا دوست تھا. He was a friend of the enemy Jews. جوز کا اسپائی تھا، یہ تھا. اور یہ کون ہوگا اگر اس مسلمان بھی ہے تو یہ بیچارہ تو جانتا نہیں ہے، نہ عمر کے اگینسٹ کچھ بول رہا ہے نہ کس کے اگینسٹ. ابو بکر کے اگینسٹ یہ کون سا مسلمان ہے؟ یہ وہ ہے نا سنیوں کا مسلمان. Good God, what is this? And Ali is also معصوم infallible، یعنی کوئی infallible یعنی معصوم، right? Pure، کوئی error ہی نہیں ہو سکتا. Would not allow his wife to demand something which did not belong to her. پھر یہ کیس چلتا ہے چلتا ہے چلتا ہے. 5 points آ گئے ہیں، پھر سے points آ رہی ہیں 1 2 3. ابو ہریرہ نے یہ کیوں، اور پھر سنیوں کا سائڈ دیکھتے ہیں. فور ابو بکر جس نے نیریٹ کیا ہے کہ ابو بکر واز رائٹ. کتنا چل رہا ہے چل رہا ہے چل رہا ہے. شاید شیعہ ایک پورا بک لکھے اس کیس کے اوپر. پھر فاطمہ زہرا کی سپیچ آتی ہے، کیا سمن دیا ہے فاطمہ زہرا. چل رہا ہے چل رہا ہے چل رہا ہے. سی ابھی صرف لائک 1 2 3 نہیں ہے، ابھی سب ڈویژن. پھر پارٹ سی آتی ہے، پارٹ بی آتی، بی سی ڈی نہیں آئی، ابھی ڈی آئی عائشہ بھی. اس میں عائشہ بھی آ گئی، ابو بکر کی بیٹی، ڈاٹر. ابھی اور کیا آئے گا؟ فاطمہ پروٹیسٹ اگین. کہاں لکھا ہے دیکھو، पूरी एक बुक लिख सकते हैं शियाज, राइट? और इधर से कैसे पास हो गए कि कैरावैन रॉबर, और वैसे भी अल्लाह भी एम्बिगुअस, ये भी एम्बिगुअस, तो ये क्या शो कर रहा है? What is it showing? What I want to, what I saw. Standing alone as a Shia at one time, and now as an ex-Muslim, as proud to be an ex-Shia, ex-Muslim. हक किसी का नहीं, justice पे standing. So I did my research like this. And if you Shias can't get it, I'm not going to apologize. But I did my duty. I tried my best. I fulfilled my responsibility. So thank you for your time and attention. Shias also, please see this. I'm doing this for justice's sake. Only, oh, toba, 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 don't repeat Allama Majlisi's words. Kafir to nahi. Oh my God. So much in this world कि वो जो लिखा भी है, देखें भी फातिमा ज़हरा ने खुद कहा है कि आई एम इनफॉलेबल, एक्सक्यूज मी। तो हम जो इनफॉलेबल हैं, न हम जो फॉलेबल हैं, हम जो मासूमी नहीं हैं, वो इस कुरान को समझेंगे कैसे जब तक फातिमा नहीं समझाए, जब तक इमाम्स नहीं समझाए, राइट? सो ओनली द प्योर कैन टच दिस। जब तक एंजल्स नहीं समझाए। तो उधर मैंने देखा शियाओं का, एंड दे आर thoroughly purified. तो मैंने एज ए शिया जब मैं ये कर रही थी कराची में research, Sunni Shia, now I start to think, how can I know the Quran? Moreover, being fallible, not pure, so Surah Waqiya में है, and they are thoroughly purified. तो इनका रिलीजन हम कैसे जानेंगे जब हम इनके पास नहीं जा सकते हैं? हम में तो रिच से, ये तो रिच से thoroughly purified हैं, ये हमारे पास कैसे आएंगे, राइट? ये भी है, how will they even educate, make us learn, understand the Quran? पता नहीं, मुझे तो समझ में नहीं आया. I couldn't understand. We can only understand the Quran through them then. But as a ritzy person, impurified, of course the Shias read the Quran, wudu karo, that women wear, cover your heads and read the Quran, recite the Quran. Oh, read the Quran. So Surah Waqiya mein jate hain, only the pure can touch this. And the exposition of this rests on us, Allah has said. Now who are the us? Ali, Fatima, Hassan, Hussein also. Surah Waqiya, only the pure can touch this. This Shia tafsir bhi हमने देखी Surah Waqiya 17. So, oh, this is a tafsir. None touch it except the purified. Yeah, so you can do wudu, but even then you would not understand it like the thoroughly purified have understood these ayats. Hopeless case. And they will have to explain it, which none shall touch but those who are clean, about this Quran ayats, right? देखिए कितनी ज्यादती की है हमारे साथ अल्लाह ने, हमें प्योरीफाई नहीं किया. Now we have to depend on the purified thoroughly. वो भी thoroughly purified. How are we to understand these Quran ayats? Even with wudu. So let's go to multilingual Quran. What's the 79 Surah Waqiya? 79. Multilingual Quran. So where to where? Multilingual. ये बहुत हो चुका है शियाओं के लिए. Oh my God. So this is my way of research. What number is Surah Waqia? I remember. And that's now I'm forgetting. Let me go back to the Surah Waqia. Oh, Surah 56, ayat 79. Surah 56, ayat 79. Surah 56, ayat 79. अभी इधर से उधर हो रहे हैं. None shall touch it save the purified ones, meaning this Quran, none can touch it. The message, the Quran is from Allah. No reasonable man ignores it or treats it with contempt. Or if you reasonable man. Oh my. Or refuses to follow its commandments save the obstinate, ignorant, and the disbelievers. Baba, see commentary for. Oh, commentary Surah 56 ayat 80 ki पढ़ रही हूँ. A revelation by the Lord of the worlds. Not about this, we have to go to Surah 77, the commentary for this. Oh my God. Most surely it is an honored Quran associated. Quran is amidst the people sent by beneficent. Oh, oh God, problem. The Quran terms, unequivocal terms have asserted the infallibility of the Ahlul Bayt, as well as the Book of Allah. So you have to taking into consideration all these are look at number. This is the second. According to Buruj, Quran has revealed existence in Law Mahfuz, the preserved tablet, the existence number, the second number, this existence. Where's it? Sense of touch. The, the nature of this number. Third, the nature of this existence is spiritual and intellectual, so the word must cannot refer to the sense of touch, it implies intellectual grasp. Okay, because the inseparable pronoun in objective case, yamassuhu, either refers, sorry if I mispronounced it, either refers to the maknan book or the Quran, which is hidden, either this or that, is hidden in the maknan book. Clause is purely indicative and not of imperative. Baba. Simple. The purified does not refer to those who purify themselves by material purifying agent or by embracing Islam. In Surah Abasa, the phrase has been used for purifying the book by Allah Himself. Baba, instead of purifying the book, purify us so we can understand this pure. Okay. Also purify us then, right? तो सिर्फ अहल बैत को प्योरीफाई किया है. That not fair. So only the pure can touch it means angels. Taking into consideration all these arguments, many commentators have said that the word mutahharan refers to the angels. Accepting the principle that touching of the Quran in its original state of well-guarded tablet is possible, only I think I'll use a very, very simple English. I'm sick and tired of this. Sorry, Shias. So just tell me, please, what this means. Okay, they have to explain. See how much they have to explain. But for that caravan thing, very little. How precise and factual, what case building will be brought. And to explain this, you have to explain all this. Number 1, 2, 3. And so, what does it really mean? Mahfuz, okay. Oh God, I have to read all this to know what this one ayat means. See, they have so many problems. Like some say it's angels, meaning God knows what this is. Anyways, the Ahlul Bayt of the Holy Prophet, who are thoroughly purified, are the ones. So these verses are inseparably linked with Surah Azab, ayat 33. On the basis of all these verses, the Holy Prophet joined the Quran and his Ahlul Bayt together. So the guidance, mercy and knowledge be available to mankind in all ages. अब कुरान ही mankind के लिए available नहीं है जो Prophet Muhammad का है. Prophet Muhammad's Quran is not available to mankind because the 12th Imam is hidden. अब यही जो available है जो ये true Quran नहीं है, we have to do it until Imam Mahdi comes. So just put your trust in Imam Mahdi and put this Quran in Imam Mahdi's hand. I say, please explain this Quran to me. Because you have the true Quran. Oh my God, so many problems and questions coming up, but no answer. So let's end this. I don't know really. So only the pure can touch it, right? And pure meaning actually thoroughly purified. Surah 33, 33. Ahlul Bayt. So they are supposed to make the Quran available to us and to make us understand this. Now, if I could, so let me see if from the Quran I start to think if I could prove that Prophet Muhammad was true or false. Just the Quran I mean, what does the Quran ayat prove? So then forget all this. I went on an easy search, right? Surah Tahrim ayat 1 and Surah 21, Anbiya ayat 27 now. Not to give Surah Maida ayat 87. Get it? Oh, so I give you Surah Anbiya, and I found the Prophet false. It didn't come true through this, what Allah says. Anbiya, ayat 27. Oops, what is this? ये कोई शिया जेनविन तो नहीं आ गया है? अरे हाँ तो हो सकता है, you know, maybe God, Prophet Muhammad had jinns, and even the Ahlul Bayt. Jafar jinn तो नहीं आ गया? Zafar jinn. Bakaro. So you see, instead of, you know, reading all this, why should I try to, okay, but implies intellect. I wasted my time reading all this long time ago. Then, even then, like, what is this? Okay, and then we need the Ahlul Bayt, and we need the true Quran. Where's the true Quran available to us? Recently, a Sayyid told me in Al Kafi, it's written that yes, they have a different Quran, meaning the true Quran is with Imam Mahdi. You know, the burden is on Imam Mahdi to provide, make available to mankind in all ages this guidance, mercy, and knowledge with the Quran, the Ahlul Bayt. See, Hadith Thaqalain. I mean, it doesn't have a page, so you won't know. My, you know, like the Quran, this Quran, Aka Mehdi Puya, my father has. It's really fat, so you can go to that page or something. Oh, in the Quran. But this is online, so it doesn't have pages. Okay, so then you see what problems have come up. Even being a Shia. Now, back here, a very easy thing, see, that they do They have to take steps, the believers have to take steps to anger the disbelievers. Surah 9, ayat 120. And even have to take steps to harm their enemy. It is okay, right? Like you can injure the enemy. Even not, it doesn't say in a, God is ambiguous, it doesn't say in a battle. Don't assume things. So God should not have made you, like given so much ambiguity is no, this is the right word to use. Sorry, I can't use an easy word for this. This is the problem for this. So I want to use easy words, but ambiguity takes like the quality of being open to more than one interpretation and inexactness, right? So your Allah is opening his signs to one or more interpretations and not being exact, like inexact. So being vague, being unclear also, and open to more than one interpretation. Thank you, Oxford Dictionary online and Google search. So we got, don't blame Google search. It's given us Oxford Dictionary. We can click on this, maybe go to their website. Like how you download an app. Can you blame? So you search the app on Play Store or Google and you download. Can you blame Google then? ये क्या search कर रहे हैं? Of course, now you have to download apps for taxi, this, that, God knows what. Ordering meals, supermarket. You don't call now. You just download the app. So this. Oh my God, it's this. The quality of being open to more than one interpretation and not being exact, not being precise. See, not being clear. So what we get in these ayats, Surah 9 ayat, no, sorry, what is it? Surah 9 ayat 120. And then Allah saying the credit is theirs. They will get a reward for it. For not around these Baduans and Jews. The people of Medina. Or maybe, how many times will I read this? And did I get this right? देखिए ये आयत जो है ना, let me see, am I okay? See what you have put me through, this dissonance. What is it called? Cognitive. अभी पागल भी जल्दी मेंटल असाइलम में मैं जाने वाली हूँ. तुम लोगों को नजर आ रहे जो मुझे नजर आ रहे शियास? I mean, तुम लोगों के आलिम क्या थे? I am living like a princess here. और ऐसी ऐसी चीजें मैंने ली हैं कि काम की भी नहीं है तो थ्रो अवे. लो आलिम इसराफ तो करते नहीं हैं. Living such a simple life, मर जाओ आलिम. I feel so guilty, ashamed. It was not proper for the people of Medina and those surrounding them of the Baduans that they may remain behind after the Messenger of Allah, or that they prefer themselves over his self. Okay. Comma hai ya kya hai? Full stop hai. Dekh rahe hain aap? That is because they are not afflicted by thirst or fatigue or hunger in the cause of Allah, nor do they tread on any ground that enrages the disbelievers, nor do they inflict upon an enemy an infliction. Abhi dekhen kuch, but that it is registered for them if they do this. So, but if they do this, then it is registered. But Allah ne to, if they do this, to likha hi nahi hai. So मैं थोड़ी confused हो गई. I got a little bit confused about this part of the ayat. What kind of Allah is this? Ask me. So if you get it, please, and that it is registered for them, nor do they inflict upon an enemy. But if they do it, then it is registered for them. But अगर ऐसे नहीं लिखो कि if they do this, right, then it is. Otherwise, no. If they do, other, the opposite of this or this, no. If they do this, अच्छा ये अल्लाह ने ऐसे लिखा है कि it's not, it's kind of confusing. मुझे थोड़ा रीडिंग में रात हो रही है. But that it is, you see, cognitive dissonance, confusion aa raha hai. I'll get more, my allergy will increase, stress increase. वैसे ही बैठे बैठे stress होता है. But that it is registered for them as a righteous deed. Nor do they, but if they do it, then it is registered for them. But if they do these things, then it is registered for them as a righteous deed. So, what has Allah missed here? But had they done this, then it would be registered for them as a righteous deed. Nor do they do this, nor do they do that, but that it is registered for them as a righteous deed. But your hand, agar wow, oh sorry, except my mobile. So how many? 3 hours, and maybe my now the battery will go for off my mic. Oh my God! But that for them is recorded, but except acha exception in law, except that it is recorded for them. So what? Even if exception is there, except that it is recorded for them in it as a deed right. Excuse me. Now I need help on this. I don't think this Allah has, even after putting except, warning likha hai. But except that, yeah, but Mosa, yeah. Except that it is written. Yeah. Nor do they, except that whatever they have done of this, that it is written for them, except लिखने में फर्क नहीं पड़ता, it doesn't make a difference. Except that it is written. Or did I get my English wrong? I'll try to mosquito or something. It's recorded for them in it, except that an infliction and not. तो जो भी ये कर रहे हैं, right? Nor do they. No, maybe I have made a mistake. But anyways, I'm going to look at this again. I have cognitive dissonance. But that, so they don't. See, these people, the Baduans, they don't take steps that angers the disbelievers. So who is the aggressor? Who is the aggressor according to Allah? Forget Imam Hussein and all that now. What your Imams have said. Who is the aggressor here? The first aggressor who takes steps to anger the disbelievers. The believers, the true believers. Right? So don't tell me that this religion, at least get this now, that Shia or this religion means that we are not the aggressors. We don't take any steps to anger the disbeliever. If you take steps to anger the disbeliever, you would be the aggressor, right? You would be the first person to start to anger someone, to arouse anger. That means you are the aggressor. You started it. That means you are the aggressor. इसका मतलब है कि आपने पहल की एक काफिर को एंगर करने में, बिकॉज ये नहीं करते हैं, ये खराब है, ये गलत है. اس کا مطلب ہے کہ آپ نے پہل کی، اگریشن کی پہل کی. انگلش اردو میں اگریشن کو کیا بولیں گے؟ کیا ورڈ ہے؟ جیسے آپ نے لڑائی سٹارٹ کیا، آپ نے ان کو غصہ دلوایا. hostile, violent behavior. Feelings of anger or antipathy. Antipathy. Feelings of anger. آپ نے ان کو غصہ دیا نا، دلوایا. آپ نے ان کو غصہ دلوایا، ان کو ہاسٹائل کیا اپنے اگینسٹ، ان کو مجبور کیا کہ آپ کے اگینسٹ وائلنٹ بیہیویئر، وائلنٹ مینرز، وائلنٹ ہو جائیں. تو آپ نے اگریشن سٹارٹ کیا نا. اوہ نہیں، میرے نانا کا ریلیجن پیس اور میں کوئی ریوولٹ، یعنی آپ نے ان کو ریڈینس ٹو اٹیک اور کنفرنٹ. تو اس کا اگر ان کو آپ نے ہاسٹائل کیا اپنے اگینسٹ، تو آپ نے سٹارٹ کروایا. حالانکہ آپ نے سوڈ ووڈ نہیں لی، لیکن کچھ ایسا سٹیپ لیا آپ نے، کچھ ایسا قدم قدم پہ علی کو پکارتے رہنا، علی ہے نام خدا اور اسم اعظم. اوکے، تو آپ نے جو قدم لیا، انہوں نے کوئی قدم نہیں لیا کہ وہ کافروں کو غصہ دلوائیں. غصہ انہوں نے کوئی قدم نہیں لیا، لیکن آپ مسلمان کو چاہیے کہ آپ قدم لیں، ایسے ایسے قدم لیں کہ آپ کافروں کو غصہ دلائیں. یعنی اگر آپ ان کو انوائے کر سکتے ہیں. آپ نے سورٹ نہیں لیا ہے، چلیں ٹھیک ہے، لیکن دیکھیں آپ ادھر دیکھیں کتنا کیا چالاکی ہے نا، کہ آپ ان کے اگینسٹ رومر بھی پھیلا سکتے ہیں، ان کو دکھ بھی دے سکتے ہیں، ان کا دل بھی توڑ سکتے ہیں. ان کو غصہ دلائیں اور ان کو ہرٹ کر کے غصہ دلائیں. ہرٹ بھی کر کے آپ ان کو غصہ دلا سکتے ہیں. because my therapist told me that sometimes anger comes out of hurt. یعنی جو دکھی ہوتا ہے نا، تو وہ زیادہ غصے میں آتا ہے. فرسٹریشن سے خالی غصہ نہیں آتا ہے، دکھیوں کو بھی غصہ آتا ہے کہ دکھ دیا کسی نے آپ کو، تو آپ کو غصہ آیا. میرے سائیکالوجسٹ روحانی وہ نہیں ہے، لیکن یہ سائیکالوجسٹ ہیں، سائنس. اتنا تو آپ کو انگلش آتی ہوگی نا، ڈاکٹر دماغ ایموشنز، اس کا ڈاکٹر نے مجھ کو بولا، ہم کو بولا. تو یہ اگریشن کس نے یہ غصہ دلانا، یہ سب، یہ لڑائی کروانا، پھر یہ ساری چیزیں آپ بلیورز کو پہل کرنا چاہیے، اور یہ کرنا چاہیے کافروں کے اگینسٹ. یہ اللہ کہہ رہے کہ انہوں نے نہیں کیا، انہوں نے ایک قدم نہیں لیا کہ کافروں کو غصہ دلائیں یا اپنے دشمن کو انفلکٹ کریں. inflict on an enemy and infliction. inflict ابھی پتہ نہیں اردو میں. oh my God. اور شیعہ کہتے ہیں کیا اسلام میں خالی بیٹل وارز ہوتی ہیں، ایسا نہیں کہ جا کے مارو، اسالٹ کرو اچانک کسی کو بھی، چاہے مشرک ہوں، چاہے. ہمیں کبھی بھی ایسا نہیں بولا ہے، اور ہم تو اگریسر ہیں ہی نہیں، تو اور ایسا تو کرنا ہی نہیں چاہیے. غصہ کسی کو، کافر کو دلانا نہیں چاہیے. ہم نے پہل نہیں کی کبھی بیٹل بھی وار کا بولی جہاد ہم نے کبھی پہل نہیں کی. یہ تو یزید نے کیا، امام حسین نے تو بتلا دیا. اوہ. So, sorry, now I have to help myself. I had enough. So before helping others, they say help yourself. But I'm the one, I don't know, like a martyr یا پتہ نہیں کیا. اس پہ پاگل ہوں کیا ہوں کہ آتی ہوں اور پہلے میری ہیلتھ ہونی چاہیے. پہلے اپنے آپ کو مدد کرو کہ آپ لوگوں کو صحیح طرح میں سمجھا بھی سکوں. اٹکوں نہیں، ناٹ گیٹ اسٹک آن ورڈز اینڈ آل دیٹ. لیکن یہ میری نادانی ہے یا کیا ہے، پاگل پن ہے کہ میں آ رہی ہوں اشیاؤں کا ہیلپ کرنے کے لیے ایسے بفور ایون ہیلپنگ مائی سیلف. لیکن سوچ رہی ہوں کہ اف آئی ڈونٹ ہیلپ مائی سیلف تو اللہ نے کہا ہے کہ اگر آپ اپنے آپ کو ہیلپ نہیں کریں گے تو اللہ آپ کو ہیلپ نہیں کرے گا. پہلے اپنے آپ. اب کون سی چیز ہم لگائیں ٹو ہیلپ آور سیلفس؟ نفس کو ہیلپ کریں، دماغ لگائیں یا کیا لگائیں تب کریں. تو یہ مصیبتیں ہیں اس ریلیجن میں، یہ اللہ کیا ہے سمجھ میں نہیں آتا. اچھا ابھی میں جا رہی. تھینک یو سو مچ فار یور سوری آنٹ. I'm not tired. Thank you for your time and attention.